and then dropping it on the carpet, and then being late for your next engagement because you're still looking for your butterfly that's on the carpet and you can't find it, and then it's all your fella's fault even though you didn't touch it. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. And we're only going to throw in 50 cheeky crimp beads as well. That's a bit of a sterling silver. I'm going to scoop those up in my scoopy scoop. I love these tweezers because they've got a little shovel on the end. Brilliant. A little scoopy shovel. I'm easily pleased, aren't I?
Shovel, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah, a borrower's shovel. Yeah. All the munchkins.
Yeah.
The borrowers. That's a great film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Other films about short people are available. AKA The Wizard of Oz, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's quite a few. R2-D2. You know, it's all going on. 50 of the 2mm sterling silver crimp beads, my lovelies. Now then, if I were to tell you that this entire kit were to go under £10, would you be chuffed? We would, wouldn't we? Oh, £7.95.
Wow.
Sterling silver, solid sterling silver. I mean, 10 pairs of earrings. I mean, that equates to less than 80p for the earrings, let alone we've thrown in 50 crimp beads there as well.
Yeah, I can't believe how reasonably priced our sterling silver is now.
I know.
Considering,
really come down, hasn't it?
I mean, going back 5 years ago, it's a huge difference.
Yeah.
But considering sterling silver averagely goes up,
Up and up and up,
you know,
absolutely.
for purchasing at source, it's phenomenal, really.
We're going against the trend, basically, aren't
and
we?
that's a nice thing to do.
Isn't
really,
it just, yeah, we don't want to keep putting the price up of sterling silver, we want to take it down. Just to inform you, it is now 26... Oh, hang on, I've got a totally different text there, sorry. I was thinking, Sarah and Cheshire said, good morning, lovely ladies. Oh, Sarah, we'll take that, won't we, Linda?
We certainly will.
Chicken.
Yeah.
And the team, see, you're all involved. Hi, team, good morning. I wasn't going to watch today. Oh, weren't you? Oh, I wasn't going to watch today, so I didn't buy. Ah, right, got you. But it's lovely, Zena and Linda. I can't turn off now. Happy Friday.
Oh, isn't that lovely to wake up to, Sarah? Thank you.
Isn't it? What a lovely message.
For me to wake up to, not Sarah. Yeah.
Sit on your hands, Sarah. Do you know what I mean? Have a watch, sit on your hands. It's one of them.
Yeah, but your hands go to sleep then, don't
they? They do. And do you know what, Sarah?
Mm.
You won't, I don't think you'll be able to resist today, my darling.
It'll
really
be a challenge.
don't.
It will be a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. It will be a challenge. So, let's just recap. 10 pairs of solid 925 sterling silver shepherd hook earrings. Absolutely classical. And... I'm just thinking, right, if we've got black diamonds coming up under 100, if you were to make black diamond earrings, Linda, in sterling silver, what do you think we'd sell them for?
It's
black diamonds.
Yes, it's difficult, really. It's the situation in which
exactly,
you're offering the sale.
Yeah.
But I think no matter where I was selling, I don't think I'd go under £40 a pair.
There you go.
I think you do have to pitch the price as sensibly as you can.
Yeah, because I think also, I think you still want people to think that they're getting a great deal.
But at the end of the day, that's the cost of the product that you're actually buying, isn't it?
That's the point.
And from here, seriously, hand on heart, from here, I know those are silver, even from like a couple of metres away.
Because that lustre, isn't it?
It's the lustre and it's the complete fashioning of them somehow, you know.
I know exactly what you mean.
The sterling silver shepherd hooks are somehow more stylised, perhaps. It's almost like a lot of care has been taken in the process.
They're very beautiful,
and look
aren't
how
they?
they're just sort of dangling there.
And it's like they're balanced to perfection, isn't it?
Exactly. There is something about it, and I think as you journey on with jewellery making and you make that comparison, you'll realise it.
Absolutely. I think that's the only thing, when you start to work with sterling silver, you kind of almost don't want to go back, do you?
No,
it's a bit of a, absolutely.
It is a good idea to offer a choice.
Yeah.
But, sterling silver being the one if you can just push to it.
Yeah,
really.
absolutely. Yeah. And I think as well, if you're making gifts for friends and gifts for family as well, I think the second you could put in sterling silver, you've got to worry about anybody reacting as well, haven't you? Because some people do react if it's not sterling silver.
There's lots of criteria to look at.
Well, I must say, nearly, well, I was going to say about half of you have had a cheeky multi-buy, haven't you? Wanda's had 2, Kathleen's had 2, Joyce's had 2, Pamela's had 3, Nicola's had 3, Collection Northumberland's had 2, Angela's had 2, Elizabeth's had 2, Essin Devon's had 2, Jackie's had 2, Stella's just come in and had 2 as well. I'm not surprised. I mean, that's a jolly good kit. I mean, there's 50 pieces of solid sterling silver in there. 50 pieces. That's brilliant. What a great... Well, do you know what? That's to say thanks for getting up early and watching. You know, early bird and all that. What does the early bird catch, Linda?
The sterling silver. Was I not meant? Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
The sterling silver for the worm.
Yes, absolutely. I've been gardening the last week, in and out of the rain, with my bobbly hat on, and I've unearthed so many worms. They all seem to have come to the surface.
Yeah, it's because it's raining. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. They like.
Is that really what it is?
They must like getting wet. Yeah.
Oh, bless them. Yeah. Right then, have we got many left of those? There's a few. There's a few. Armand in Hertfordshire. Eleanor. Good morning, Eleanor, out there in you're in Malaga, aren't you, Eleanor? Sheila and Martin, collector in Essex. You've got to check out my lovelies if you want to get this prize point. Teresa in Devon, Eleanor, collector in Somerset, collector in the beautiful Cumbria. Jenny just coming on the phone. In fact, a lot of you are coming in on the telephones on this one. Don't blame you. 50 crimp beads in sterling silver, 10 pairs of shepherd hooks beautifully made in solid 925 sterling silver, and well done. What a great start to the morning. Hey? That's a bit of a treat, isn't it? Oh, I do like giving you a little treat in the morning. I do. I was just going to sing I Do Like to Be Beside the Seaside, and then I realised that I wasn't by the seaside. Just put my little crimp beads away so we don't lose them. We don't want to be losing them, do we? No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. We're really in pantomime season, aren't we?
Yeah, we certainly are.
I do like going to a pantomime. I like to see men dressed as women.
So giggling.
She's still giggling away with it.
It's true.
It is true, yeah. Right then, so bead stoppers. They kind of do exactly what you'd think they'd do. What do you think they'd do? Stop a bead. Pretty much that's how it is, right? So you know sometimes when you're in the middle of a design, or the phone rings, or somebody's at the door selling you something or trying to. I had somebody do that last night, just as I was about to put the dinner out. Like, no, sorry, eat my dinner, bye. So basically, instead of having to knot or everything, because the amount of times you come back to a design and if you've not got these, all the things have started to come, or the cat's got hold of it and it's all unravelled and they've all fallen off. These are brilliant. They're effectively designer jewellery making pegs. That's effectively what they are. And they are so easy to use. Now, we've not seen these since about July. We've not had these for ages, have we?
No, it's got to be that long. Time flies, but it must be that long, yeah.
And look. Do you remember the thing that... What was that? Was it a slinky that you used to get for Christmas, didn't you? And never use it again, do you? Yeah. You know, it used to get knotted, yeah. Dad, can you undo me slinky, Dad? Oh, so glad I bought you that, love. Right then, so look, they got that. They look like little antenna, don't they? Like little rabbit's ears. Yeah, little rabbit ears. So basically, look, all you do is you just pop that onto your strand. I'm just seeing if I've got a strand where I could do that, really, or a half. We might, yeah.
Really, you could do some beading.
I could have done with, yeah. No, but basically, let's assume you're making this strand here. Let's just do this as an example, right, with the hematites in the kit. We'll just use those for you. So what we'll do is, if I just show you that behind the hand so you can see it. So say you've got to there and you know, let's imagine the rest of that strand is absolutely empty and you want to go and do something else, or the design stops there for the moment and you've got to go off and do your kumahimo or your macrame or your whatever you're doing. You just pop one of those in place and that's it. It secures the bead into place on your beading thread and you haven't got to worry. I think they're genius, aren't they?
Yeah, they're absolutely amazing for if you're making... So you're making a design and you're not starting with the clasp.
Yeah.
So you effectively haven't got a stopper then, have you?
Exactly, yeah.
So pop one of those on and then you can bead up and get your design right.
Yeah.
If you're making a multi-stranded, then obviously it's a good idea to balance it.
Yeah.
And it's quite difficult, that balance is actually.
It is, yeah.
So if you've got your beading stoppers, then you can get it balanced, pop it onto a bust, look at it, yes, that's balanced. Now I can put my clasp onto all strands.
Because otherwise you've got to try and keep knotting.
It is, yeah, again, it's another one of those products. Yeah, unless you've used it and had it, It's quite a simple product to think about, but unless you've used it and had it, you think, why didn't I discover this a while ago?
This is what we were talking about the other day. They were saying that there are some tools that it's one of those things that you don't realise you need until you've got them, and when you've got them, you could think, how did I cope without them?
Exactly. Yeah, they are incredibly useful.
They are brilliant. It's like effectively when you go to the hairdressers, isn't it? They've got all those little clips in place, and they clip all your hair up in place while they're doing everything else.
Exactly.
And it's the same sort of concept. It's, and especially as you said, when you're creating multiple layers of design and you're doing different sections at a time as you build it around the bust, you need these to stop everything in place and save you having to knot and sort of waste time and stop your creativity. It's they're brilliant. You get a lot of them, look, as well, look, because you tend to need quite a few actually. Once you start using them, you'll just fall in love with them. Yeah, a lot of people are actually multi-buying, and I don't blame you. These, you get 12 of them, look, and they are fab. I tell you now, I know Mark Smith uses these all the time, and he just raves about them.
Yeah, I did a magazine piece a few months ago, and I think it was about 8 strands. And if I hadn't have had those, I would have had to put on a stopper bead. And putting a stopper bead on sometimes confuses the design because it's a bead, and you know, you can't see through that, but you can with something mechanical like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you just remove it all, and then, as I say, put the clasp on, and it's there and done. There's nothing more. In my workshops and that, sometimes a lady will say, oh, I don't think I've got, this isn't quite right to my eye, she'll say. And I'll say, well, the only way you can make that right now is removing the clasp and adding from that end rather than doing the whole thing. Now, with one of those, you wouldn't have to do that.
Exactly, they're brilliant. And Polly's just come in. Good morning, Polly, bright and early. Yeah, that's a good point as well. She just said these are also great to hold wires while weaving. Absolutely. Have tried this with success and have dexterity problems. Well, absolutely. There you go, Polly. Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Helen, our guest designer from Wales yesterday, and she was talking, she's got dexterity challenges as well. And these are brilliant. I know she uses these. They're fantastic. Let's get that pricing for you. Thanks for the message. $6.90. Oh, we've gone to the baseline price. That is absolutely brilliant. I love these. And again, if you do have any dexterity challenges, shall we say, they're very gentle. You've got to use hardly any sort of pressure on there at all. They're so easy, on and off, wonderful to use. We've not had them since July, so my goodness me, we're all racing in for these. Polly's going to get some more, aren't you, Polly? Good for you, lovely girl. Polly's just come into the mix to check out. Jackie, there's Patricia, there's Collectors in Kent and Cheshire, there's Eleanor again, good morning. Julie's had them in Bedfordshire, Julie in Glamorgan. Yeah, lots of people in this morning, nice and bright and early. It is the weekend, we love a Friday, don't we? Susan, yeah, it's our payday today, we are. We get paid today. Well, we think we do. Perhaps there's something we don't know. Kirsty, Nanetta, Susan P, Collector in Somerset, Julie in Glamorgan. Wonderful, wonderful. $6.95, what a great deal. Brilliant. Jill's just got them as well, fantastic. Fantastic, wow. I've got everybody in me here chatting about the fact they're going to have a takeaway this evening because we're getting paid. I tell you what, we know how to rock and roll, we do it, don't we? My mom was a singer, and whenever she used to get paid at a gig, as we call it, she used to always make me laugh because somebody would pay her, usually in cash, and she'd always go, oh, I can have meat on Sunday now. It used to always make me giggle, it did. We can have meat on Sunday. I've got this in here now, and now I can't get it out. That's quite hilarious. Oh, that's quite interesting. I've just popped my bead thing on. I can't get it on. That's big. We'll do a kit with a beading thing on it.
Oh, really?
I think I've twisted it. Okay, sorry, it's my fault. It's my. Thank you, Linda. That's all right. Linda's my glamorous assistant.
Yeah.
She is. She's a very glamorous assistant. She looks very glamorous, but they put us to shame. Her and lovely Sheila. Sheila got a lovely blue lace number on last night, glittery shoes.
Stunning, didn't she?
She did look stunning. Did. You haven't brushed up about yourself this morning, Linda.
Well, I have. You know I have.
I think you look lovely.
You know I had a...
I think you look lovely.
You know, it's always, you know, that law. You go and you have your hair cut and the hairdresser's chatting away and you think, stop talking to me. You just keep snipping as you talk. And then I come out with that sort of rabbit in the headlight look. Oh! Like that.
I think you look beautiful.
And then the hairdryer blows up. Thank you, Zena.
Yeah, her hairdryer blew up this morning. Poor Linda.
I really did wonder what was happening.
Proper. They don't half go when they go, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing worse. That's why I always keep a travel hairdryer in my wardrobe, so if ever that happens, I've got a backup.
Yeah, but you're so organising.
I am
Yes,
organised.
you are
It's
organised.
frustrating for my, yeah. I am. Right, should we do the kit for you? Shall we? Because we've been marvelling at Linda's designs this morning. She's wonderful. Now, Linda and Sheila put the kits together themselves because they're very particular about what they would like to be able to bring you. They're nice and posh, the pair of them. So we always know we're going to get a bit... Oh, thank you, darling.
Thank you.
We always know we're going to get something a bit special when it's a Linda kit, don't we? Hey? And this morning's no exception. Now, we'll leave those cheeky abalones to the end and I'll show you everything else. First of all, what we'll start with is the 2 threads. Very low stock on this kit, I'm afraid, so you've got to grab it while you can. We've got here the natural S-long cord in this one, so this is your natural colour, and that's a 0.9 mil. 32 metres. You wouldn't think there was 32 metres on there, would you? But there is. And 32 metres on the purple. Very, very beautiful purple S-long cord, 9.9 mil again. Now, you've excelled yourself on the strands, Linda, lovely lady.
They are lovely, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, very feminine.
Those are beautiful.
And you wait till you see the bracelet. I've fallen in love with the bracelet and earrings. And actually what Linda's done in her designs is what she's done is she's incorporated the pearls with the hematites. Now, I wouldn't think to do that myself, and it really looks beautiful. Now, Linda's managed to pop in here 5 strands of gemstones, no less, and they're a wonderful combination. We've got here the dreamy plum-coloured Keshi pearls with all that wonderful iridescence. And for those of you that watched the education hour on pearls yesterday, we all know what the iridescence is called, don't we? Do you, Linda, know what the iridescence of a pearl is called?
Is it the nacre?
It's actually the Orient.
The Orient? Oh,
It is the Orient,
Okay, I'll
darling.
make a note.
We learnt that yesterday, the Orient. Latin word for the rising of the sun. Yes, we learnt that yesterday. Then we've got these really, really pretty, tiny rice beads on the pearls. They're 3x2 mil. Oh, gosh, they're so pretty, aren't they? They'd be lovely as spacer beads in a pearl design, wouldn't they?
Yeah, exactly. They really, really are.
Really,
it's amazing,
really.
actually, how something that beautiful
Yeah,
can
they're
take centre stage.
Gorgeous. Could use those in micro macrame as well,
Oh,
couldn't
yes.
you? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Then we've got these pearls, which is 7x9 mil. Okay. Then we've got the, again, 2mm. Brilliant. And this actually, look, is multicoloured hematite, look. So you've got the golds, you've got the blues, you've got this, oops, daisy, sorry. So there's blue, there's like a beautiful silvery grey, gold, just wonderful. And then, oh yeah, we've got the rainbow colour coated hematite, 150 carats. 150 carats, which is fantastic, isn't it? 150 carats. So, Keshi pearls, the lovely tiny rice pearls, the usual for white freshwater culture pearls, 7x9 mil, so the perfect size. Multicoloured hematite and multicoloured, rainbow coated hematite there as well. Now then, le piece de la raison, oh, I couldn't say it now. Le piece de la résistance.
That's the one.
Yeah, I shall say this only once. I have a burn. A burn? Kato, not now. That was a lower and Peter Sellers and Inspector Clouseau all in one, wasn't it? Yeah. Other French things are available. Now, yesterday, I have not seen abalone for a while, and yesterday in the afternoon we had those beautiful big, if you were watching, beautiful big abalone strand of beautiful abalones. I've never seen these before. I'll just show you one first of all. They are just gorgeous. Now, just to mention, every time we've had the abalone cabochon shells, and they're rather dramatic, aren't they? They've sold out. So how you've managed to get these, London Brumwell, I'll tell you. You clever lady.
I do spend the night in the warehouse sometimes.
Oh, do you camp out in the vault, do you?
Sometimes, yeah, but I don't get away with it.
Now these, we're going to bring you 6 of these, and the glorious abalone cabochon. As I said, I've never seen abalone cabochon, and if I just tilt the one, look, just to show you. Look at the colours you can see there: golds, greens, yellows, purples, pinks. every colour. Let me show you the depth of them as well. I mean, they're absolutely spectacular. I mean, thinking you've got a free dye for the abalone shell. They're a real classed as a delicacy. You can only very, very restricted, limited mining on these as well. So these are a real luxury to own. They really, really are. And you could create the most fun. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you don't like to be noticed, these aren't going to be for you. If you like statement pieces, I mean, just let me give you an idea. Let me just give you a... Shall I do my balance? Look at this. Now, I've just heard that apparently our lovely Jan Dwyer made a beautiful fish design with that as the body of the fish.
Yes, yeah. I mean, do think outside the box. And
yeah.
Anybody who's, can wire work or anything really, with the Eslons and things like that, then you can really go to town on these.
You could make a ring.
Exactly. Just there's nothing that you can't do.
Exactly.
It all depends how statement you want the end.
If you say you can't, you can't. If you can, you can.
Exactly.
Never
say you can't, to be honest.
Simple as that. Now, you're racing in for these. Ruth, Karen, Kathleen, Essing, Devon, Alexandra, Myra, and Suzanne, and Susan, and... Gosh, I've got Kathleen, Catherine, and Karen. Roop 1T, good morning. I've got Nettie and Sharon and collectors. Just to mention, is the wire as well?
Yeah.
Is the wire as well? I've not got any wire on there.
Okay, do you want me to, it's plate 4, silver.
Oh, I do apologise. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay, the wire had gone walkabout. We're only throwing in what? Yeah, I didn't know we got wire as well. 0.4 mil, 10 metres of 0.4 mil. It's a bit of a cheeky treat, isn't it? So your 0.4 mil of your silver. Is it silver? Yep, silver. That's a lot of kit, isn't it? Right, so hang on. 6 of these. Have you seen these? Look, you have excelled yourself here, Linda. I must say, lovely girl.
Well, thank you.
Look at those. Aren't they just... They're mesmerising, actually, aren't they?
They are mesmerising, actually. I looked last night on the wonderful wider web thing.
Yeah.
And hand on heart, the cheapest I found on the abalone pendants, very similar to that. I wanted to get a good as similarity as I could, and it was on one of the big sites, like a river. And it was the American one, and it was $9.50 each.
Wow.
That was honestly the cheapest I found.
Yeah.
$9.50 each for something that possibly is exactly the same as that.
So we're talking about £6 or £7 minimum each, aren't we? And I think that's a really good price as well, isn't it? Yeah. So let's think of that. We've got 6 of those. So let's say that we say it at 6. So 6 sixes are 36, aren't they?
That's a minimum.
Just for the abalone shells. Wow. Okay, now the price should be, bearing in mind we've got the 2 threads. We should be $57.50. We've got the Keshi pearls, the white pearls in the rice bead, the small ones. The Keshi pearls, the white, but in the, I haven't got the specs now, so I'm trying to remember them. The multicoloured hematite and the rainbow coloured hematite, both the threads and the 6 big abalone cabochons. Over £50 we should be. Way over. Now, if you think about it, we've just said, Linda's just looked at these abalones. We're talking about £6 at minimum each, and that was the naughtiest price Linda could find scouring the website, the World Wide Web as we call it. So £36 just for the shells. And you think about the value for money then. On the threads, on the hematites, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands of gemstones, including. In fact, let me show you the Keshi pearl and the wire, 0.4 mil wire as well.
Yeah, the 0.4, yeah.
It's the most... Look at those. Look at those. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Isn't that beautiful?
They are a match made in proverbial heaven, though.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're pearl perfect. That's what we've called it. Right, now... just as oh wow, and the jewellery, wait till you see the jewellery Linda's made, it's spectacular as we would expect of our lovely Linda Brumwell. Just to mention, we will not have enough to go round, so Nettie, collector in Nottinghamshire, I'm just giving you a heads up, my lovelies, because a lot of you with it in your baskets. Collector in Somerset, Angela in Nottinghamshire, Catherine in Cambridgeshire, Yaneth, hello, good morning, in the Greater London, Christine in Hampshire as well, my lovelies. That's all of you with it in your baskets. I've got lots more coming on the telephones. So if you do not want to miss out on 5 strands, both the threads and the wire, and those, and they don't, I mean, I've been presenting a long time now. I've never seen abalone cabochons before, ever. So that really is quite a coup. Quite a bit of a cheeky cute. Well, just an absolute treat. I'm coming over, Linda. You ready?
Darling, I'm ready.
Are you ready for me?
Yeah, I'm ready for you.
You
Come
sure?
on, come on over. Live walk.
I haven't worked with you for ages, have I, Lind?
You haven't?
No, you've got off lightly.
She's taken the risk this morning.
You got off lightly, haven't you, chicken?
No,
Oh no, me puppy. Made a bid for freedom. Stop it, puppy. Come on.
I had a bit of trouble with him the other
It
day.
fell off, didn't it? Did you see that then? He just hurled himself up. Come on, Peter.
Peter the puppy.
It is Peter the puppy. Sorry. Right then, and he's at 11 o'clock. We're all right. We're all right. We're back in the room.
Yeah, there we are.
Now then, could we just... Yeah, there we go. Now that's the earrings I was telling you about. Aren't they lovely? Don't they... I mean, would you mind me saying... I hope you don't... I hope you're not offended. But what a simple design and yet so effective and contemporary.
Yeah, sometimes when you have got, especially with something like rainbow hematite, it's very bold and it's dramatic and it's a statement. So I tend to, my go-to is simple jewellery.
Yeah, absolutely, because the gemstones speak for themselves, don't they?
Exactly, because they are the centre stage for me every time. Don't get me wrong, I do like to see some, and I do as complex as I can, effectively. But when you've got cabochons of abalone like this, and you've got these fantastic hematites, and you've got these amazing, amazing pearls, these pearl rondelles, which are simply stunning, then my sort of, I would say, it couldn't be more simple.
It couldn't be more simple, but I walked in this morning, that drew my attention straight away. Now, I do like a pearl, but sometimes a full pearl bracelet is a bit much for me. Right. I like a little bit, that half and half, because you've got the iridescence of the pearls, you've got that reflective lustre of the hematite, all the colour, and it just makes the pearls come alive as well, doesn't it? I love that. Is that my Christmas present?
Yes.
Wicked.
Oh, you've guessed.
There you go.
I'm glad you're happy. Merry Christmas, Zena.
And then this here, I've just got to draw your attention to this one with the Keshi pearls. Again, broken up with the rainbow, beautiful coated hematites. And that wire work there is beautiful.
Again, that's quite simple. I am planning to do that in a couple of weeks' time, that one on another kit. But I thought that's the first time I've done that design, so I actually thought I would try it with this, simply because of those beautiful, tiny little multicoloured hematites, which is the most beautiful strand I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is. I've never seen that.
I mean, I've never seen this one before, and
wonderful.
I just had to have it, having these different colours in it, and I thought, wow, this is going to give me one of these rainbow explosions that I'm looking for.
Yeah. It's like a box of fireworks, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Just quickly, I've had a text from Louise in Greater Manchester. She said, good morning, lovely ladies.
Morning, Louise.
Good morning, Louise. She said the weather here is lousy, but both of you and the fantastic jewellery will brighten my day. But we'll have a good go, Louise. It is a bit rubbish, the weather.
Yeah.
Then we've got that very exquisite, very, I mean, you are the mistress of pearls, aren't you?
I do love my pearls. Yeah, there's a lot of us here, I think, now at JewelleryMaker that have really got a massive appreciation of pearls and what pearls can do for a statement piece of jewellery, a piece of jewellery that you know quite happily make and then keep and hand down with great pleasure.
Absolutely.
You know,
it's beautiful.
but that one there, that little tree of life, is meant to be like a snow tree of life, and I think those little tiny pearls work just right.
Gorgeous,
for that.
aren't they? Yeah. And then we've got that. Oh, I love the way you've been brave to put 2 of them in.
Yeah, well, I love my asymmetric designs.
Yeah.
But again, I wanted to keep it simple, and I wanted to have a little bit of a mixture of the abalone and the hematite as well.
Wonderful.
So I made like a charm look above those hematites there, and then put the rondelles flat side together of the pearls.
Yeah, I like the way you've done the double
so
back to back.
Yeah,
That's nice.
It
I
gives
like
like
that.
the peanut look.
Yeah,
peanut
really.
pearl
I've never
look.
seen that done before, and it's really effective. Really, Linda, the variety there is phenomenal.
I mean, it's all of us have different leanings towards our creativity. So consequently, what I've done, every single one of you out there would have the same kit and do something probably entirely different, and that's the beauty of a creative hobby or job, really.
But that was hide. This one was hiding here. This one. Look, we've got an extra little cheeky necklace here that we didn't show. It was hiding, wasn't it?
Yes, well...
Did you see it hiding away then?
It might be sort of peeking behind the tablet here,
Yeah, it's
because this is
beautiful.
my first go at casing a cabochon
It's beautiful.
with macrame.
That's your first go?
It's my first go at
No.
doing something like that. So, and it took me quite a while to work out probably the best way to do it. So
Were you chuffed with the
I
result,
was
though?
actually,
Oh,
yeah.
good
and
for
I
you,
probably do
lovely.
a lot more now.
Good for you. That looks absolutely beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Over half of the kits have now gone. So everybody, you know, just get yourselves checked out if you want to make sure you get this. As I said, it should be way over £50. Have a look on the internet. You'll see the price of the, even if you can find the abalone cabochons. But with all those strands and the threads and the 0.4mm wire as well, that is a fabulous, fabulous deal. Right, so lovely, lovely Linda Brumwell. What is it this morning that you are going to show us?
Well, the macrame cabochon there.
Yep.
I think I will show you how to do that. It's very simple macrame, which is great for me because I'm only sort of an industry beginner on it. And then because we've got the Eslon thread in it, I mean, I do crochet as well. So I've done the Tree of Life necklace just in simple crochet. That necklace there has the one with the abalone encased macrame pendant is macrame neckline and then macrame obviously around that pendant. Two slightly different but very, very simple ways of doing it.
And the crochet strand's beautiful with
Yeah,
the natural
that natural colour it's
Lovely.
beautiful with pearls because it's got that on the Tree of Life there. I thought that really is such a pretty, because it's like a very palest of pink, but it is a neutral colour, and Eslon thread does macrame up and crochet up absolutely
and it's so
brilliant.
soft on the skin,
it is,
isn't it?
yes,
Oh,
it
love
really, really
love
is.
it.
Yeah.
Right then.
Right, okay. Now, what we have to effect is a channel to go around the pendant with the macrame. I mean, Mark, if you're watching, and I do this hideously wrong, forgive me. But,
He'll be chuffed you're doing it, Mark Wood.
So what you need to do, you need to have 3 lengths of your Eslon thread. Now, we have 2 lazy strands in this particular design. The 2 lazy strands I've taken out being the neutral ones. So basically, they just need to be just over the length of the macrame board. We need to keep them running parallel. We need to keep them fairly tight, fairly taut on tension. So when you bring them in onto the macrame board, then when you're sealing them down, if you give it a really, really good pull, okay, and then slot right down into the depths of the point here where the numbers start, and then pull back on the next one, again tugging it, and then tuck it back again behind on the next one. That just gives you a nice tram line. This one isn't quite as taut, so I'll just quickly tighten that one up.
So you want them nice and tight?
Yeah, you want them nice and tight. I mean, basically, they may, just through the process, become a little bit looser. So just keep taking them off and tightening them up again.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
And then the purple one, which is going to be the ziggy-zag look. Again, that's not particularly a macrame technical term.
I was just going to ask that.
Yeah,
the ziggy-zag look. I'm like, ziggy-zag, ziggy-zag.
This is the French ziggy-zag look. And I think it's basically, the knot I'm doing is, I think it's the half hitch, which is really, it's just escaped me now. When you put the along the front and then you bring on all of the, it'll come to me in a minute, the knot that's called, but it's a sideways version of that.
Okay.
So the purple one, again, Now that one, because it's got to come across from the parallel strands zigzagging along the length of these lazy cords, you do need that to be quite lengthy, and it's really, really annoying when it's a bit like knitting. When I knit and I'm coming to the end of the wall, I tend to go quicker, thinking that I'll use up, you know, and it's just crazy, because obviously that can't happen.
Yeah.
So it's much better to have far too much. So when you're going round a cabochon, to be honest, that's quite a length. That circumference of a cabochon is quite more of a length than you would imagine it to be.
Yeah.
So always go for extra. Go for a good couple of metres, because it's much better than to chop it off at the end.
Okay.
Right. So the purple one. Right. All we need to do now, we need it to bring it across both. Bring it across the first lazy cord. Okay, and then bring it in front of the second lazy cord, and then bring it through, under, and pull, okay, and slide it up. That's the first half of that first knot.
Okay.
And then the next, bring it down, running again parallel, but this time let it go underneath. Okay, let that working cord go underneath. There's the loop appearing, and take it through and pull. And that is essentially the macrame stitch for you. See how it slides up there?
Yeah.
And then we're going to work onto the other side. So bring it across, in between the two cords, over that lazy one, and then if you give it a little bit of a loop until the working cord tends to get a little shorter, and then pull it through. I mean, with macrame, I tend not to rush it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm quite new at it, but I tend not to rush it, because again, you do have to keep this tension on these lazy cords. So that's half of that knot. So now, again, coming down in the centre of the two parallel cords, but this time going under, and then take it through the loop that you've made, pull it through, and again, slide up. Let me get that tension in a little bit more. A bit like a violin string. So now we've gone from the one side to the other. So that's all we're going to do. So we're going to work back through the centre, over the lazy cord, bring it through, and again slide up to the previous one, bring it back through the centre, go underneath, let me get my loop, go underneath the lazy strand, take the loop again, and then through the loop that you're creating. Okay?
Yep. Makes a lovely effect, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
really
what you need
pretty
to do all the way along.
Yeah.
Now, you can keep them close. If you keep them close, you're going to get much more of a denser netting around, or you can actually pull them apart and then have a less dense, and that just creates a different look, a different pattern to what you're creating. And then you will end up, if I just move that over.
Here's one that you cheekily made earlier, didn't you, Linda?
Yes, this is what I sat and did last night. But you can see all I've got left is this short end. So that's what happens if you undermine the amount of working strand that you use. So just put on plenty. It's much, much easier than having to attach it again, because really, if you're going to attach another working cord onto these cords, it's going to separate. Yeah. And then with wear, you might end up getting a hole in that netting that you really aren't looking for. When you've finished and completed the whole thing, then remove it from the board. Do you want to come in with that while I get this sorted?
Do you want me to? Okay. Oh, bless her, lovely.
Absolutely
okay.
Fine.
Oh, she's so lovely. Okay, we're going to give you some alternatives on threads for you. We love the Zari thread, perfect for the winter season and the Christmas party season. Let's face it, because you've got, look at that lustre, look at that sparkle coming off those threads. Perfect Christmas colours. You've got golds, you've got deep orange. Gosh, that's just beautiful. It's like a cinnamon. And then that lovely, gorgeous teal green as well. Really vibrant, really lovely. And what you get is that tinsel brocade. We love it when we get the tinsel out the box, don't we? And we start decorating, because you get all that lovely tinsel sparkle. And that's what you get with the Zari threads. And they've got a really good tensile strength. You can give a good tug on them. I've actually got some of these that I now use. You know, when you buy Christmas decorations for the tree, these days they don't come ready string, do they? because they're so strong and easy to knot and they're so durable, I tend to use the Zari threads as my loops for my Christmas decorations now.
Yeah, there's no end of things that you can do from jewellery making all the way through to accessorising.
Absolutely. And these...
They're lovely. Beautiful.
Look at these. Bumblebee-tastic these, aren't they?
They
Do
are
you think?
bumblebee-tastic. They are amazing. I love how that's very clever to put in the multicoloured one with those two.
Well, what we do is we do the black, we do the yellow, and then we combine them in one. Isn't it lovely?
A great bundle, isn't it? Yeah.
Now, usually, if you think about it, the Zari threads on the reels, the ones at the bottom, if we're lucky on JewelleryMaker, we might just be able to get those to $6.95. We should be $13.90 for the whole bundle. But it's a Friday morning, it's the start of the weekend. I've got Linda. Let's look after you.
Wow.
Right, okay, so as I said, genuinely, for those of you that watch JewelleryMaker often, you will know those 3 strands on their own, those reels, and bearing in mind there are 400 metres on those reels, they go a heck of a long way. They would normally be $6.95, so basically, these beautiful Zari, these gorgeous Zari ropes are £1 for all 3. And they have got that beautiful lustre, that beautiful shimmer, that beautiful tinsel brocade. I mean, those for £1.
Well, it's unbelievable, really.
It's hard to...
Yeah, it is really. If you go into a haberdashery shop, you've got to find them, which, trust me, isn't an easy thing to do, to find something like this in a retail shop. And then they're going to be $3.99 each, aren't they? Easily.
Yeah.
Easily, and that's probably being conservative.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. Brilliant, brilliant. Just before we move on, can I just mention, have we still got the kit, or is it, no, it's got, just to mention, we've had a few people messaging saying, is it 3 of the abalone cabochons, or is it 6? No, it's definitely 6.
Definitely.
You are getting basically, that's where the confusion might be. They usually come in 3s. What Linda's done is she's popped 2 sets in. So it's definitely 6.
It wasn't flavour of the month the next morning.
Yeah. So I know, at that price that we went to, you're all thinking, hang on a minute, the price of abalone cabochons, that can't be right to get 6. We absolutely are giving you 6, 100%. Okay, so my lovely, thank you. So we're all sorted. Let's pop those to one side. And pop them. Oops, days, I've just dropped one. Excuse me. Right then.
Right. So when it comes off of your macrame board, this is the sort of front of it. This will move in later. This is the sort of railway track look that you've got. But when you turn
very pretty railway track, isn't it?
When you turn it over, you've got a natural groove in
you
the
have, haven't
centre,
you?
because the stitch has obviously got its mirror image, but a mirror image just changes. You know when you're doing plain and pearl on knitting, it looks plain on one side and pearl on. If you do a whole row of plain on one side, it's pearl on the other side. Well, this is what happens. Sorry if you didn't understand that, but if you're a knitter, that you will. And this is what happens with this. So you get a natural groove, which is great, because that's what we want to put the cabochon into. So the cabochon sits into that groove. So these gorgeous abalone cabochons are obviously they're all different shapes, they're all slightly different sizes as well.
We'll never get to the same ever.
No, of course you won't. No, of course you won't. Incidentally, the amount of time taken to polish these, I was reading again last night, is a lengthy process.
It is indeed.
It really is. I remember from a very famous supermarket a couple of years ago, I bought some New Zealand green lipped mussels, which were delicious. And this is the inside.
It is. That's a real delicacy in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
And they're expensive.
These mussels were £4.50 each.
Yeah.
Each.
Oh, yeah.
It was for a dinner party, so...
And can I just say as well, something to mention as well, Linda, sorry, there aren't many that they don't all come out of the sea.
Of course not.
In those incredible... That is high grade, high quality abalone. I mean, to get that level of iridescence, that number of colours, and to be buffed to that, and polished to that degree... We are really talking about exceptional abalones there. Totally. I totally agree with you, Linda.
Totally. Right, now, again, this is a first for me, so I apologise in advance if I don't look quite as articulate as I should do. But what needs to happen is that let me put it that way around. The shell needs to sit in the groove. This might not be long enough for this. which is where I come back to the fact that
you need longer than
I
you
needed
think.
the longer working thread. But the idea is to pop it in, obviously where it'll sit, and if you, on the macrame board, it's the actual grooves are the lengths downward where you pop your threads into, I think they're 1 centimetre apart, is ideal for the abalone cabochon. It's just right, it just gives you enough back and front for that netting. So the idea is to bring and thread around, okay? So that'll sit in. Now if you want to add a little bit, just to secure, because I'll show you I'll remove the shell and show you exactly what you need to do when the shell's, you need to do it when the shell's in place. I'll take it out because I'm bound to drop it. But if you want to stabilise a little bit of E6000 just on that base, just inside there, will just affix the abalone to that, and it'll just, because you do need like an extra pair of hands to do this, and that'll stabilise it. Keep it there nice and safe for you to do all this knotting off at the top.
We've got some glue coming up actually, yeah.
Excellent, right. Now, all you need to do when you've got your abalone shell in place is the 2 purple cords are running through the centre of the 2 lazy cords. So keep them in that place. Imagine that your shell is in place, and then all you have to do is literally tie, as that comes up, is you tie an overhand knot, okay, with those 2 centre threads. Okay, so let me, if I just get that in place and tie my, if I drew that up with the shell in place, if I got a slightly smaller cabochon or a slightly longer length of my macrame, that would then be affixed around the cabochon. And then all you need to do then is to, in working order, take the 2 front ones, let me chop off some of this now, trim off, and do exactly the same. Bring those 2 together and tie them off. Once those are tied off, bring the back 2 together and tie them off. Those 2 knots then will slip beautifully into place together because they're running in that tramline effect. And then again, the tiniest drop of glue, just to stabilise the knots, because it's just over time, you know, they may slip a little. So it's best to be safe rather than sorry. Tiny little bit of nail varnish, tiny little bit of glue onto the knots, and then trim off completely. And then because you have got the macrame coming up, you have a way in to attach either a jump ring or some wire work. I think what I put on mine was to affix it. Oh, what I did was I threaded my neckline part, I threaded it into the stitch of the macrame at the top stitch here, and then just popped in one of the other abalones and worked up the neckline there. But you can put a jump ring in there, you could put some chainmail work up there, you can, the sky's the limit, make yourself any veil that you want. But because the macrame is there, you can thread in just behind the knots.
Gorgeous, wow. Thank you so much, lovely girl. Brilliant. The glues are on for you, $8.95, and that includes the E6000, the GS Hypo and the GS Hypo Cement for your fantastic fine detail work. Right then, well now it's your turn. Thank you very much, gorgeous girl. It's Wall of Fame. Right then, it's the Wall of Fame. These are your entries. Congratulations. Keep your eyes peeled. You might be in. Now then, talking of beautiful work with cords. Beautiful. This is from our lovely Gabriella from Sutton. And Gabriella said, hi all. Hello, Gabriella. My new creation, she says. Cord from my stash and rose quartz from JM. Copper wire was used to make the findings. Very clever. Hoping for a win. Well, she says hopping, but I think she means hoping. She could be at home hopping, to be fair, around the kitchen, couldn't she? But yeah, hoping for a win as I've been unwell. And this would really cheer me up. Well, I hope you do manage to get a win, and I hope you're feeling better, Gabriella, and that's a beauty. I love that shocking pink.
So do I.
Gorgeous. Okay, so 226 you are, lovely Gabriella.
This is another striking piece of jewellery here. Very, very nice. Very wearable. 229, and it's from Kelly, just up the road in Redditch. And Kelly says, hi everyone at JewelleryMaker, I've only just started making jewellery. Wow. And the components used in this piece was from one of my first orders with JewelleryMaker. I really enjoy watching the show, and all of the presenters are lovely, and I love watching the guest artist demos. Even the husband secretly enjoys watching. That's nice to know. And that's many thanks from Kelly just up the road in sunny Redditch.
Wow, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Rob, we haven't got long, so we're going to have to be ever so quick. This is from Veronica at Alcock in Liverpool. Good morning, all. This is my entry onto the Wall of Fame, made as a gift for my daughter, Kate. It's cognac amber nuggets with black onyx and sterling silver, faceted spacer beads and chain, all from JM, of course. Fight ensued as I have 2 daughters, although I bought the Dremel for myself, my other daughter. Good luck then, that's wonderful. Well done, Veronica, beautiful.
This is right on trend at the moment. This is number 230, and it's from Janet in Norfolk. Janet says, I'm sending in my entry a little early this week than I usually manage to submit it. It's a seasonal pair of earrings, and it's not completely original idea, as variations of it can be found on the internet. Mine is made with black zari thread for the tassels and gold zari rope for the arms, and both those and all the findings are from JewelleryMaker. Janet, they're great.
Brilliant for Halloween, aren't they, for tomorrow? Sharon, yours is the last one, my lovely, in commentary. Hi all at JM. Here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a frosted purple druzy rounds and lava kite bracelet, all components from JM. Love from Sharon in Coventry. It's really pretty. Well done, Sharon. You are entry number 228, and I'm rooting for you all, and I hope you all win. So, well, you know, you can't all win, but I hope you do. Right then, and coming up after the break, I've got a fantastic star buy for you, a brand new, fabulous strand of labradorite.
Join us this December at our Gemporia Christmas Ball. Meet your favourite faces from across the channels and enjoy an evening of festive fun as we head back to Warwickshire to the beautiful Wroxall Abbey. Tickets are more limited than last year, but priced at £89 per person, they're already selling out fast. The evening includes a welcome drink, 3-course meal and a chance to dance, as the lounge's very own Drew Nichols will again be singing with his band Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast. With auction prizes to bid on and raffle prizes to be won, the evening will be raising money for the Colourful Life Foundation. So don't delay, book your tickets today on 0333 400 0011. See you at Christmas.
Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with JewelleryMaker in the same day, you'll only be charged 1 postage and packaging fee?
Gemma Crow brings you into the world of patina. You'll create stunning effects with the guidance of Gemma right beside you. This DVD includes adding texture to your designs, preparing your metal, applying the patina, neutralizing process, and finally, the finishing process. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker. Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques. Did you know when you book on a JewelleryMaker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our JewelleryMaker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
The more you learn about amber, the more fascinated you become with it. Now, we all know that some gemstones over many years will fade a little bit. It's just Mother Nature's way. She keeps it underground. It's nice and dark. It's nice and cool. Retains its colour. But leave it in the window over decades. A really nice, even beautiful amethyst will lose a bit of colour. Amber's actually the opposite. When this was cut and faceted about 80 to 90 years ago, it was more this colour. It was full of oxygen. But over the last 80 to 90 years, as the oxygen evaporates out of the actual gemstone, it turns a darker, more rich orange. In fact, I've just been told that this beautiful box that was cut and made in the 1950s actually started off, when it came into his family as an heirloom, more this colour. And as you can see already, the transformation into this very bright and rich orange.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Right then, we're going to kick-start this morning. If you've just joined us, so you've got myself, Zena, the JewelleryMaker team, and the wonderfully talented, fantastic Linda Brumwell with her sparkly poppy.
Yeah.
With this sparkly poppy. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to challenge you with this cheeky star by Linda, if that's all right.
Well, I think you'll let.
Just,
I think I'll let you.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do with it. You know, a brand new strand of fabulous labradorite.
I actually need to put my sunglasses on, Zena.
It is. We've just been raving about this in the break, haven't we? It really is. I mean, you look at this strand and you like that because you think, well, which one do I start with? Because each one of them, regardless of size, is just phenomenal. You won't have seen this strand before. It's absolutely brand spanking new, hot off the press, and you've not seen it before. It's a wonderful grade of labradorite. It really, really is. Really, really is. Every single one of them has got these dreamy, magical Labrador essences we know. We brought you an education hour on labradorite this week, haven't we? So we've learned lots about labradorite this week. Every single one, look, if I just tilt them into position for you, I'll just hold on to them and just catch the light for you. There we go. Now see, sometimes you get these what we class as a copper. So you get those beautiful copper tones coming through, and you can see the magic. It's like, you know, it was said to have been fallen from the fiery skies of the Aurora Borealis. It was the, Aurora Borealis. Do we all know what the Aurora Borealis means? Do we?
Yeah, I saw them in March.
Northern Lights, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, I
Get
did.
you. Yeah. So from the Northern Lights, yes, you get all these wonderful, wonderful colours. And as I just tilt them, look, can you see those blues? Look, 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 look. Oh my goodness me, look at this one. You've got turquoise, look. Wow, if you ever get turquoise or you ever get pink in a labradorite, you get a really rare colour. Look at those colours coming through. That's all about Labrador essence. It really is. Now, 6 to 6.5 on the Mohs hardness scale. Every one of these is just phenomenal. If I just hold them up for you, they're all trying to twinkle over. Look, 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 look. Do you see what I mean when we talk about the Northern Lights? Look at that one there that I'm just tilting. Every one of them, look, has got that beautiful match. Oh, bit of pink. Bit of pink in there as well. Oh my goodness me, you can see what a fantastic strand it is, can't you? They're absolutely natural, these. They are wonderful, aren't they? Really beautiful. Totally and utterly natural. Every single one, right down to the end of the strand, has got that dreamy coppers and blues. And I was saying the other day on the education hour, it really feels like a stained glass church window. Locked away in there. Yeah, really pretty. And all that fabulous. Let me just show you, look, as well. Let's just pick on this one here, look. Look at the number of facets that you've got running through. And they're double-sided, so you've got every single one. And they're almost like a diamond shape. Can you see, look? Yeah, if we had the lovely Jan Dwyer in, she'd be making a ring, wouldn't she? She would. She'd look at this straight away, wouldn't she? And she'd go, I'll have a ring of that.
Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt. What I like about this is only marginally graduated.
Yes.
You know, they're not going from a big one in the centre all the way through to the tinies. They are marginally graduated. And I mean, just looking at it, as I've got it down here like this, just looking at it, I'm just thinking I want to make that as a necklace. Yeah. Exactly as it looks on the strand.
That's exactly how I felt. Look, you pop it on the neckline. Yeah. And I tell you, beautiful. Look at that as you twist and the light hits, look, as you go around. And bearing in mind, you wait till you see labradorite in natural daylight. You know, it's like it's a very mysterious gemstone. You know, basically it's an ordinary stone, and then because of the phenomenon that is labradorescent, it turns into an extraordinary stone. That's the beauty of labradorite. It really, really is. It's one of the most magical gemstones on the planet. It's got this fascinating metallic shimmer of light that filters through every single one as the light hits. Look. Look, look, look. Do you see? Look, blues and coppers and greens and silvers and pinks and turquoise, and the glitter and sparkle because of those wonderful facet work. Can't take your eyes off them, actually. That's the thing, isn't it?
It is a gemstone that when you do buy it for jewellery making purposes, it is something that you do take the time to get, because it does sort of bring you into the gemstone. But looking at it as you've got it there, I've just had a thought. What I would like to see, because of the slight graduation, is a series of stacker bracelets, just using one, and perhaps all you fantastic wire workers out there could just slightly different from a very plain bezel, perhaps going through to a more ornate bezel. Do slightly different bezels all the way through, say 6 stackers.
Wonderful. Or on some memory wire as it goes up the arm.
Wouldn't it just look beautiful?
Wouldn't it? I love that
perhaps
idea,
with a little
Lind.
cap sleeve dress, you know, through the party season, or over a long black glove.
Oh, now we'll get you. Do you go out? Do you go out in long satin black gloves, Linda?
It's the Downing in me, you
see. Very Downton-esque, isn't it? Do you hear that then? She goes out in long satin gloves. Lady Linda over here. I like it, Linda.
Yeah, I'd like to be that Linda.
Would be lovely, wouldn't it? I'd love to go to like a Downton ball.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall and go back, say, to the early 1900s.
Yeah, absolutely. Shall we? For you, lovely, so I must say, that's a very elegant strand. As Linda said, I love that very subtle graduation of increase in size. It goes up from 14 by 10 to 19 by 4, but it's a nice subtle graduation of size. Beautifully faceted, and that really mysterious, there we go, look. Mysterious labradorites. Oh, those are wonderful. They've got a lovely, deep, rich colours, haven't they? Now, they're brand new. Kalicia's had 2, Leslie's had 2. Lots of you coming in on this. Lots of people have got it in their baskets. There's Rosalind, Diane, collectors in South Yorkshire, Sally, Sheila and Martin. Good morning. Denise, now $14.95. What? Oh no, I was expecting $24.95 if I'm to be. That was like a tango head then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She was like.
I just came up from the deep dark depths of the wire drawer. I went, what?
I thought 24. I thought we were going to $24.95. That's why I'm genuinely shocked. I can just see Helena's eyes up. She's like that over the computer. I'm like, oh, we're rich. Oh, yeah, gosh. Well, that's a polite word. Yeah,
it
gosh.
Is a polite word.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've got 12, and it is the most beautiful strand of lavender. We're not seeing. Do you know? Good for you, lovely lot. Wendy, Denise, Leslie. It's about £1.24 per gemstone of labradorite, and really good quality labradorite as well. I mean, it doesn't matter which one I pick on, look, as the light hits. I mean, look how magical that is, look. Look, blues. Oh, can you see a bit of green there as well? And the pink. Yeah, golds. Look, 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 as you tilt it on, and just just tipping it into the light there. But don't forget, labradorite, where does it look best? Looks best in natural daylight, doesn't it? You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. Get it home, have a look at it for yourself. Full head over heels, in love with it. I think at $14.95, you got yourselves a pretty spectacular, cheeky deal. How about you throw in some? Look at this. This is our showstopper. We have been promoting this all week. This is not any emerald. This is the ultimate emerald. This is Colombian emerald. How often do we see Colombian emerald on Jewellery Maker? Linda, it's a bit awe-inspiring, isn't it?
It totally is. I can just see the slightly largest labradorite there with those emeralds.
Oh.
Just a few, just around the edge, around the perimeter of the stone, and then a bezel set.
Oh.
Onto a chain.
I mean, the money you could ask for a Colombian emerald and labradorite piece of jewellery. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, right then, congratulations, well done. Brand new strand for you this Friday morning. I hope that's given you a lovely smile on your face. I bet it has. And happy Friday to you. Fantastic. Massive long list of you have got them. Just got everybody needs to check out Rosalind, Diane, Collector, Sally, Sheila and Martin, Marilyn, and the list goes on. So well done. Well done, my lovely. Brilliant stuff. What number would you like me to do, Helena? So lovely girl. Gotta work out as much. Oh, it's over here, I think. What is number 1 in the 9am? Oh, I was just checking I got the right box. I was. Now, are these the black diamonds I was talking about earlier? Okay. Now, black diamonds, rare indeed. You know, everybody I've asked recently, all of the guest designers that have come in, all of the crew, I've been asking, do you know anybody or do you possess black diamond jewellery? And as yet, nobody, I think, has said yes to me, I don't think. Linda, have you got any black diamonds? Oh, you see.
Yeah, only from...
We knew Linda would, didn't we, eh?
From here, the very first strand of black diamonds that we did.
Did you get them?
Yes.
Ah, what did you make yourself?
I just made myself a little tennis bracelet.
Oh, did you?
Tennis bracelet. I love it because it is just so utterly wearable.
Oh,
do you know,
there's
nothing,
doesn't it?
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a monochrome look and it just shrieks sophistication.
Doesn't it just?
Use,
yeah. Well, now, we were talking the other day saying that on our website we've got some black diamonds at £229, we've got some black diamonds at £189, and even at those prices you're getting yourselves the most spectacular deal. However, somehow today, I don't quite know how we've achieved this, let's not question it, let's just enjoy it. It's one of those deals where you're going to look at it and go, bag it, put it, buy it, bag it, go, gone. When I show you this strand, okay, you'll see the scintillation. You'll see there's a lot of diamonds on here. They're the beautiful cube design, and it was the first time I'd seen them the other day. 4 carats of sparkly, there we go, look, in those really super cool contemporary cube designs. 4 carats of black dazzling diamonds. Really, really stunning. And, you know, black diamonds are said that to bring a person good luck or good fortune. You've got to just merely touch a black diamond and supposedly you're going to find happiness. And for every, did you know this, Linda? For every 10,000 white diamonds, you only ever get 1 coloured diamond.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Gosh,
how rare they are.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. For
Wow.
every 10,000 you only get white diamonds, you get 1 coloured diamond.
Wow.
That's incredible, isn't it?
It certainly is.
You know, so we think of a sarite being 10,000 times rarer than a diamond. Well, a black diamond, you'd have to mine 10,000 white ones to get just 1 black diamond. Now, because it's a diamond, because it's 10 on the Mohs hardness scale, it offers you wearability, it offers you durability. For those of you that have just joined us, we are about to take 4 carats of black diamonds. I know it is a shocker. 4 carats of black diamonds. We're going under 100. We're going to 2 figures as opposed to over 3. 159.95. Now, for those of you about to snare this deal, we're about to take this to £60 saving. £60. Let's put that into perspective, right? 159.95 with a £60 saving. That is the most incredible avalanche price drop. There you go. I promised you. I know everybody's thinking, you're not really going to do it, are you? Yeah. Under 100 for 4 carats of black diamonds. That is amazing. I know we didn't think we could possibly do it, but we are. And they graduate from 1 to 2 millimetre. It's a 7 centimetre strand. Shall I endeavour to give you a little count there if I possibly can? I'll try and do it. It's a bit hard to count these strands, there's so many of them, but we'll try. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, I'm not even halfway yet, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. I've got 44 black diamonds on this strand. So £159.95, and on JewelleryMaker on this fabulous Friday morning, it works out about £2.27 a diamond, a black diamond.
They'd be great channel set as well, wouldn't they?
They would, yeah, because that cube shape, yeah.
I always look in the Sunday, the Sunday paper magazines.
Yes.
And there is a trend now. A lot of the big dress designers,
Yeah.
like particularly the male dress designers, big mega ones. They are tending to use more coloured gemstone than they've ever used before.
Absolutely.
And consequently they're shifting onto coloured diamonds as well. But they're also shifting onto these more contemporary looking shapes because of all the geometry that's coming into fashion.
Yep.
So, I mean, that is definitely a moving trend at the minute. So if that's what you like in your jewellery making and you can afford to invest into these, it is an investment, that's where you should go.
Exactly. And you think about it, I mean, we had the sterling silver shepherd hook earrings earlier, and I'm just thinking the price we went to on those with 50 silver crimp beads as well. And you think about it, we just popped those on the bottom because there were 10 pairs of shepherd hook sterling silver earrings. There were 50 crimp beads in sterling silver. So just to work out on the price of the sterling silver earrings alone, you're talking about just over £2 each. You pop in 2 of these, you're talking so for less than £10, you'd be making black diamonds, solids 925 sterling silver earrings. And we were talking yesterday, you could easily, you're talking 2-3 figures, aren't you?
Without a doubt.
Easily.
But if you look at it from the other end of the spectrum, really, if you're going to make, did you say black diamond earrings with sterling silver findings for £10?
Yeah.
You're going to be talking for plastics, acrylics.
Yeah.
You're going to be talking £6.99, £7.99 in the sort of high street,
Absolutely.
sort of younger fashion stores, aren't you?
Yeah.
It just doesn't
compute, does it? No,
No.
absolutely. Well, Jill in the Scottish Highlands is so knocked out. Do you know what? If you think about it, she just bought 2. Now, normally you'd get 1 strand at 159. Instead of 199, you just got 2 strands. You've got 8 carats of black diamonds. So that is a very savvy purchase there, actually, Jill. Rue Pointy as well, Catherine as well, Penny, Lynn, Veronica. I don't have that many, obviously. They're black diamonds, so we're never going to have a big amount of black diamonds. It's just never going to happen. And this is a gorgeous strand. We've just counted 44 black diamonds on here, equating to £2.27 a diamond. Now, as I said, a genuine, the only other 2 strands we've got on the website are £189 for black diamonds and £229. Can I say thank you to Cass? She's bought us a lovely cup of tea. Thank you, Cass. 229 and 189 is the other 2 strands. Have a look at our website. So this is a Friday morning treat like I never thought we could do. Under 100, there's a collector in Cumbria just come in. There's Penny, there's Lynn, there's Veronica. I've got other collectors as well. You've got 44 diamonds I'm talking about here. So you've only got to add on those sterling silver shepherd hook earrings earlier, just one of these, or 1, 2 or 3. And my goodness gracious me, that would just be dazzling, wouldn't it? And if you got the kit earlier that our lovely Linda Brumwell put together, you pop these with those plum cashew pearls or the white pearls, and you've got a very Coco Chanel-esque design,
yeah, you certainly
haven't you?
have, actually. It would be fantastic just to use 3 either side of those pearl rondelles in that kit. Put the flat sides together, and then just 3 of the smallest ones of either end, and you've got a 3-figure.
Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely. Collector in Cumbria, well done, you've checked out. Penny, you've checked out. You've got yourselves the most fantastic deal. A massive congratulations. For those of you that have just, I mean, this is a once in a lifetime chance, isn't it? £159.95 with a £60 saving. And as I say, our other gemstone strands in the black diamonds are £189 and £229 on the website. So please grab this while you can. It's a phenomenal deal. You don't need me to tell you that. It's tremendous. Well done. Congratulations. Oh, I'm so excited. My voice is going. Susan in Hampshire, Collector in Cumbria. You've got to be quick, my darling. Collector in London, Lynn, Veronica. You've got to be quick, my darlings, if you want that. And pop those with those labradorites we've just done at £14.95. Or I'm thinking with their Colombian emerald as well. Now, I've just been bought in the most extravagant, I've got to show you with the black here, the most extravagant Ethiopian opal. We bought you the hot off the press square cut Ethiopian opal yesterday, didn't we? Look. Oh, Linda, look.
Oh my word. Is that not the best shot ever? of Ethiopian opal.
Bearing in mind we struggle to show play of colour in the
Exactly.
studio, what is going on here?
What are you going to see when you get it home? And you get it
exactly.
Yeah, what you're going to see if that's what you get under these lights.
Yeah.
My word.
For those of you that don't know your opal, by the way, in the sense that if you get vibrant greens, well, brilliant. If you get those vibrant yellows, brilliant. Do you know what two of the rarest colours are? Well, what's the most prominent colour you can see there? Purple, isn't it? Purple and orange. Wow. They're the two rarest colour in opal. This, I'm going to stick my neck on the line. Do you know what I'm going to say about this Star Buy? Best quality Ethiopian opal I've ever seen on JewelleryMaker. I've got to say it.
Absolutely, and I've seen a few.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with you. I've never seen a shot that, you know how we keep trying to say, you get it home, look at it, put it into sunlight and evening light and things like that. But you don't need to do that. You can see it.
Stunning. And bearing in mind, Ethiopian opal in the studio is not going to look anywhere near as fantastic as when you get it home. 30-day money-back guarantee. If you've never bought opal from us, today is the day. If you've been waiting for the ultimate strand of Ethiopian opal, in my opinion, that is it. End of. Deal of the year, that Ethiopian opal. Now, I've not seen iolite for quite a while, actually. Got a brand new strand.
Whoa.
Oh, no, I thought you'd say that, Lynn. I love the wheel cut. I do. I really, really do love the wheel cut. You've got iolite. We're talking about one of the most pleochroic of all gemstones. It's completely natural. And what you get, you might look at this and think, oh, it looks a bit like sapphire. It's actually known in the industry and has been for centuries as the water sapphire. And it's purely because it's actually been mistaken so often through the centuries for sapphire that it was renamed as a nickname almost, as the water sapphire. And what you get is, well, you can see there, look, if I just hold it flat sort of for you, can you see, look, all the different variations of shade? You've got sort of almost tanzanite violet blues, you've got deep sapphire royal blues and pastel blues coming through. And that's all because of what we know as pleochroism. So basically, pleochroism means you will get different colours from different angles. It's a fascinating gemstone. Just see if I can actually separate one out for you to show you that wonderful pleochroism. Those different colours from different angles. Yeah. It is like some variations of pinks almost coming through there as well, really. Highly, highly pleochroic. Now, it comes from the word ion in the Greek language, so io for iron, and with the light on the end, as we tend to ite on the end, goes for a lot of gemstones. And iron basically means a violet flower. What a lovely idea. Really, really beautiful. Again, really good hardness, 7 to 7.5 on the most hardness scale. And it's every single time you get an iolite. Now you look at this strand here. This is something which is a real unique thing about iolite. Iolite is one of the few gemstones of the planet where you cannot treat it. Cannot be treated. So absolutely. So every time you will see an iolite, you know it's natural. No question. That it cannot be treated. It cannot. Literally. All you can do with iolite is give it a really good cut and a really good facet and put it in an unusual shape, which is what we've done here with the wheels. So and let me just give you an idea, because I've got a brand new, it's beautiful contrast there. You could have a really stunning shaded, genuine sapphire strand. You incorporate it with iolite and you've got just the most perfect combination. It really is sensational. Really beautiful. I'm also thinking with the labradorites that we've just brought to you as well, they would look wonderful. I'm just thinking about the opals as well that we've just brought you with iolite. That would look fabulous because you've got all those beautiful play of colour coming through. Gorgeous. Oh, yes. Doesn't it? Doesn't the violet of the iolite there bring out the violet, the rare violet of the Ethiopian opal even more, dare I say? That's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you like that, Lind?
I love that. Absolutely love it. It's glorious. When I was up in Scandinavia earlier in the year for the solar eclipse and the Northern Lights and that, there was in Norway and Denmark, I think it was, there was highlight, a lot of highlight for that, but it was astronomically expensive.
It is, darling.
It really was.
It is, yeah. It is. I mean, iolite fetches a very, very high price because it looks like a sapphire. That's the whole point, and it's totally natural. Totally natural. Right, then, should we do it? 60 carats of gorgeous. It's a brand new strand of iolite, totally natural, not heat treated, not treated at all because you can't. And then you've got a jolly good 18 centimetre strand, and it's jam packed. Look, they're all squidged together. You couldn't get another one on if you paid me, could you? If you said to me, Zena, I'll give you £1,000 to get another highlight on there, I'd say I can't. I just can't. Yeah, I'm actually thinking, yeah, Ollie's just said in my ear, he's our lovely director, and he just said that just a simple knot in between each one would look lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, it's an ideal spacer, isn't it? Say with some glorious pearls.
Yeah.
White pearls or something like that.
Yeah.
But also you can, because it's got those flat faces, you can flick it and do like the button look.
Yeah,
So
that'd
you
be
can
nice
bring
as well, wouldn't it?
You can
Yeah.
bring the front.
And iolite's great for gents' jewellery as well. Very
Absolutely.
popular
Can you
for
imagine
gents.
tie-pin or cufflinks?
Yeah, beautiful.
And my son would wear 3 of those on his wrist, you know, on a
Oh,
very,
yeah.
definitely.
On like a nice cord or a leather or, really beautiful. Julie, Barbara, Lorna, Cheryl, Carola, Michelle, Carol collectors. Well done, £9.95. Super. Oh, Hannah's just got them as well on the telephone. Well done, Han. Right then, well done. We've had brand new labradorite, brand new iolite. We've got brand new Colombian emerald. We've got brand new zircon. We're spoiling you today, aren't we? Brand new opal. Best opal ever. Have you seen this, by the way? Have you spotted this? Now, if I were to tell you that this is solid 925, that design there is the classic, very elegant curb chain. Now, when I say chain, guess what? It's not actually just a chain. It's a ready-made necklace. When we say it's a finish, that's what we mean. So finish means it's already finished for you. You don't have to technically, you don't have to do anything. It's already, it's hallmarked. So if I show you this, I love a curb chain. I absolutely love it. Now, if I show you the back first of all, because what I want to show you is the fact that it's already made for you. You don't need to do anything to this. It's all done. So you've got the curb chain design here, look, on this side. So there's your really, I do think a curb chain's so elegant. It's got such a beautiful finish. You've then got this little disc, and if I just flip that little disc over, what you'll see there, look, is it is hallmarked 925 sterling silver. This differentiator there in the chain is actually what's classed as an extender. So it's 5 centimetres in total. And it's a 40 centimetres, so it's a 40, I'll measure that in inches for you actually, because first thing people say to me is, well, what's that in inches? Because we tend to, I would say 16 to 18 inch as a guess. So if I measure the chain on it, because it's got the spring release or bolt clasp as you may know it. So without the extender, that's exactly what it is. There we were right, 16 to 18 inches. And until I came to work for the family business, I didn't know you could buy extender chains. I think it's the cleverest design ever. I really do. So if you've got somebody that comes to your stall and you're selling your jewellery and they say, oh, I like a 16 inch. And you go, oh, fantastic. Well, this is 16 inch. And then perhaps they think, yeah, but I ought to get it in an 18 inch as well. You've got it in one because of that extender. I think they're a brilliant idea. And look at how compact the design is. Very fluid indeed, yeah. And I tell you what, it's perfect for, again, dare I say, gents' jewellery, because the curb chain is totally unisex. It's not overly fine, it's not overly delicate. So a gent, absolutely. Curb chain, perfect. Truly, really, really good. 925 solid sterling silver. As I said, it is a finish chain. So you've got the little disc with the 925 hallmark. You've got the spring release or bolt clasp as you know it. And then you've also got the fantastic 2.5 or 2 inch, 5 centimetre or 2 inch as we call it, extender chain as well. So it's a finished necklace. Now, when I was on our sister channel, if I were to bring you a 16 to 18 inch sterling silver chain, I would be looking to ask you to part with about £20. Okay, then and bearing in mind, that's our sister channel, that's our clearance channel, the lounge. I think try and go into the high street and find a solid, beautifully created, professionally finished, stunning 16 to 18 inch chain. Can you imagine going into high street jewellery? In fact, try it over the weekend. Go into a high street jewellery and say, I'd love a solid 925 sterling silver chain. I'd love the curb design if you wouldn't mind. And bearing in mind, that gives you a lot of silver, because as you can see, that's a lot of silver there. 5 grams in a curb chain in this example. 5 grams of sterling silver. Guest designer Jan, is that Jan Dwyer? Is that my lovely Jan Dwyer? Jan, can you believe it, darling? Jan's just bought 4. Now, Jan knows the quality of our sterling silver necklaces. She does. Okay, we've just gone onto a very well-known store. We've just searched, okay, so we've just searched for a curb chain, and the price that we found, minimum $24.95 on a let's say competitor's website. $24.95. $24.95, and we've just gone to $9.95. And let me show you on the neckline again. They're just beautiful. Guest designer Jan, 4 of them. Well done for you. Jan knows the stuff. So look at, do you know, you could just, the whole point of a necklace is that you can add if you want to. But that on its own looked beautiful, didn't it?
Yeah, it's the way it lays, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely
really
and
nice.
flat and with that amount of silver, solid 925. Now, don't forget, coming up today, we've got a brand new Colombian emerald. If you would love to make a Colombian emerald, you've got to be with solid sterling silver minimum, haven't you? Or how about and stunning Ethiopian opal with the sterling silver as well. You know, my goodness me, $9.95. Well, if I was at home, Linda, I'd definitely buy 2, because I'd buy 1 for myself and I'd make something with it. But I'd have to keep 1 and have it just as a standalone, because I think it's so pretty.
Without a shadow of a doubt, but to be honest, at $9.95, you could, perhaps if you can run to 3, just 3 lay on your neck would look great. You know, you don't necessarily have to wear 1, you can wear all 3 together. But what I would do with it...
That's a nice, I'd never thought of that.
Yeah, multi-layer, everything multi-layer. It's really sort of quite on trend, but multi-layer, anything and everything. It's really, because this stacker thing is really big.
I wouldn't have thought to do that.
Yeah,
I like that idea.
The black diamonds, 3 of them in the centre. Just link 3 of them in the centre, or even just 1 asymmetrically. Just 1 black diamond on there. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Well, obviously, the other thing as well to mention, I don't know if you like me, when I'm creating something for a friend, or even if I buy from our sister channels a pendant, I can't give a pendant without the necklace. I just can't do it. I feel like I'm shortchanging people. Yes, I would agree with you. I think particularly if you're making to sell, it's a good idea to have a selection of chains, have a selection of different things that you can pop onto that chain in a millisecond, and make to order at that time.
Yeah, and the great thing is 16 to 18 inch, you've got the best of both in one chain.
Exactly.
We've just got a lovely text come in. Who's it from? Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, it doesn't say. That's a nice long text. Hi, great show. Love Zena presenting as she's so natural and funny. Oh, what a lovely message. Thank you. And Linda is always inspirational, and I tried to copy her designs. And now that's an absolute compliment, isn't it?
Well, it absolutely is. It's the best compliment that me as a designer can have. So yeah, I really thank you for that, whoever you are.
And they've just said as well, had 5 parcels this week. Oh, good for you. Lovely free gift. Oh, did you get a free gift as well? Of white crackle quartz in one. And I didn't intend buying today, but I must have the Ethiopian opal. I've got to agree with you. It's the best opal strand I've ever seen. Genuinely, as it is now one of my favourites. Many thanks for hours of great view. And what a lovely, I'm sorry I don't know who you are to thank you personally, but what a beautiful message. Thank you so, so much. Yeah, please keep your text messages coming in. If you've got any questions for myself or for our lovely Linda, or you just want to tell us what you're doing, what you got planned for the weekend, what you're making next, what have you just made, anything you'd like. We had a great texting topic yesterday. We said if you had a gemstone that you could talk to because of the history, like of zircon or diamonds, you know, billions of years, and we said, what gemstone would you like to talk to, and what would you ask it? You had some really good answers.
People that have been watching the channel for a while probably know, but I actually do talk to gemstones.
Do you?
Oh, yeah, all the time. What's Cassie laughing at behind there?
What do you chat to
I have conversations with gemstones every single day of my life. When
what do you say to them? Do you ask them what they want for breakfast?
You know, normally quite sort of, you know, the weather and things like that. But basically, I'm interested to know where this particular gemstone's been living and what it's been doing and the journey it's taken to get to us. And I know it sounds bonkers, and I am a bit bonkers, but I do talk to gemstones. Why not? You know, they've got a lot to say. They do have a lot to say.
Is it because your husband doesn't want to have a chat with you, or what?
Probably the other way around.
I love that.
You know Pete.
I do know Pete. He's a lovely. I love him. He's a great man. Yeah. Well, there you go. She chats. She chats.
Yeah.
It's Linda Doolittle.
Yeah.
But of the jewellery gemstone world. Well done, everybody. Well done. Well done, everybody. Fantastic deal that is. $9.95. I'll be buying some of those actually. There's any left at the end of the show because I need to. I'm thinking for Christmas because again, you know, the average Christmas present's about a good £30. Well, if you could make a beautiful sterling silver necklace just with a gemstone on there. I mean, with black diamond necklace you could make there. You could pop two on, three. In fact, if you pop 3 black diamonds onto that sterling silver necklace. You know, we were talking £2.27 a diamond, so 246. So for less than £20, you made a black diamond sterling silver necklace there. Bonkersville, isn't it? Right then, purple druzy, shall we do for you? This is new as well. Oh, I'm thinking of Halloween for tomorrow. Ooh, look at these. We do love a druzy, don't we? We love the sparkle, don't we? Look at those. Oh, hang on, let me hold those down for you, look. Oh, they're just partying a strand, aren't they? I love these. Look at the colours there. Look, you've got blues, really lovely royal blues. You've got golds. You've got purples. And then look, it's like a whole test tube of glitter's just been poured in, isn't there? Do you like those, Linda?
I love them. I like bling. And
you do like bling, don't you?
I'm not too proud to admit that. I love it, not just like it. But this is sophisticated bling, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
It's coming from a natural source, and again, you know, it can offer you drama or it can offer you subtlety as well, because just one on that silver chain, that curb chain that you've just had, it's just magnificent, isn't it? And again, with the stacker look. If you have 3 of those chains and just drop the smaller through to the larger in the centre, I mean, what a look, what a unique look. That's the thing being a jewellery maker, you can create unique things.
And this is a conversation piece. I tell you now, if I was in a pub or
I'd be talking
bar,
to it, Zena.
Well,
I'd be having a conversation.
Well, but also, if I saw a lady or a gent, like at the theatre, say gone to see a show, and somebody got something like this around their neck, I'd have to go up and say, what is that?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah. And I think that's probably quite a nice thing to do.
Yeah. Imagine, let me just pop one of these. Can you imagine creating, if I can get them on the hand, one fabulous solitaire party, decadent, dazzling, sparkling, glitter-tastic party ring?
You've hit the nail on there, several heads then. That was fantastic.
I couldn't stop. It's one of those gemstones that you just can't stop throwing superlatives at it.
I mean, just as a simple drop from a brooch, you know, on a thick wool coat or something like that would just be.
Well, that's a nice idea.
Really nice.
That's a nice idea. Yeah, making a
brooch.
There's
not a lot that. Well, I can't think of anything that you can't do with something like that, because, as I say, it's got this subtle drama going through to it, but it's still exotic.
Yeah,
it's really exotic.
And just packed with sparkle, isn't it? Look at this. Oh my goodness me. I tell you what we'll do. We won't keep teasing you anymore. Should we get the price in? For those purple colour-coated drusies. Should we get that price? I've got some lovely silver ones coming up later, actually. Oh, yeah. They'd go lush. Oh, can you imagine these with the abalone cabochons from the first kit, Linda? Yeah,
can you imagine the largest of the abalone cabochons and then drop one on the front, like a charm drop on it as well?
Oh, I like that idea. You should be a guest designer, Linda. That's what you should
I'm thinking of applying.
You should. You want to see the silver ones we've got coming up as well in a bit? They're a bit fab as well, aren't they?
What I like about them though, Zena, is every single solitary one is
Totally
different.
unique, yeah.
It's different in size, it's different in the druzy component of it.
Yeah.
It's just different.
And-
And they've got that nice flat back, so they're incredibly usable.
Exactly. And then, oh, look at that.
I mean, this is Ice Queen, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking Queen of Narnia.
Yeah.
Bring in the Turkish delight, everyone. Come on.
Yeah, this is Tinkerbell dressed up to the nines.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to get me that. There's so many people messaging in saying I have got to get that Ethiopian opal strand. I know. I'm with you. If there's any left, I'm having one today. Now, Julie in Cumbria, Catherine in Hampshire, Collection Aberdeenshire, Catherine in South Yorkshire, Sarah in the West Midlands, Dawn in Derbyshire and Sharon in Cheshire. Do need to think about checking out. No, we've not seen those before. They're fab, aren't they? All Kirsten and Catherine as well. Packed with glitter. Oh, somebody's just texting. We love it when you're texting, don't we, Lind?
We do.
We do.
Yeah.
And it's Sally in Worcestershire. She said, oh, are you? Oh, brilliant. She said, hi, girls. I'm coming in soon on the JM Customer Exclusive at 11 o'clock today.
Oh, wow.
Are you? Oh, she said, I can't wait to get a hug. See you
Oh,
soon.
wow.
Love you, Sally from Evesham.
I'll see you at lunchtime, Sally.
Are you nipping in for a chip? Shall we nip in for a bit of lunch?
Yeah.
Shall we?
I thought you said you're nipping into the chippy then. I thought you said it was that new since I was last here. Yeah,
I haven't
definitely.
had chippy for, I haven't had chips for ages,
No.
fish and chips. Do you have curry sauce?
I have everything.
Curry sauce. Got to have curry sauce, haven't you? Or if you go up north, you have it with your gravy, don't you?
Ooh, yeah.
Gravy.
Oh,
Sally, you're going to get a hug. You are, Sal. We'll come and see you, me and Lind.
Yeah.
We'll come and see you. Do you know, these, I think we might sell out. Are these the rate you're taking them? I mean, look at that, the way we turn it around with the gold, look.
I remember years ago, and this was possibly even before Steve started Gems, but Sarah Bennett, they were living not far away up the road.
Yeah.
And I was shopping with Sarah and Sheila in the local village. There's a very
Because they like to shop, don't they?
There's a very nice dress shop in near where you And Sarah she bought one of those. She bought a large druzy sort of agate slab that was on cord, and she bought one of those. And the bill came to 3 figures. That was for the 2 items.
Really?
And I still see her wear them now.
Oh, I love druzy. It's, for me, it's the party gem. It really is.
absolutely.
In fact, I think I might get this strand when I come off. Joanne in Powys, Samantha in Norfolk, Tina in Devon, Kirsten, Catherine, Collector in Aberdeenshire and Sarah. Good luck at £9.95, my lovelies. And the silver druzy will be coming up for you this morning. You get that with those incredible Ethiopian opals, and that would just make the most phenomenal piece of jewellery. It really would. Lucy in Somerset, Lorna, Joanne, you've got to be quickly, my lovelies.
How many's on there?
I was just going to say, you read my mind
Oh,
then.
I did, yes.
I was just going to say, I'll give him a count, Lind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
£1 each. Less than. Just
Less than a pound, yeah.
I mean, that's crazy, really, isn't it?
99 pence each.
Yeah, no. I mean, you can't... I went into a big haberdashery store 2 weeks ago looking for buttons. Can you imagine? You could use that as a button, to be perfectly honest, if you made a little toggle thing.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find... The button I wanted was £2.50.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we've just found online, actually, before we came on air, these individually, online, in a store, £4 each.
Yeah, at least, and I think
So,
that's reasonable.
At 10 of them, you're actually talking about 40. So we're talking £40. We're talking about 25%. 25% of what they should be, really. It's a brilliant deal. 235 carats. Oh gosh, Maxine, my lovely mum in Tennessee. You're up early, lovely Maxine. Liz. I said Lid then. Liz. Sorry, Liz. Liz in Midlothian. Teresa. There's Jacqueline. Collectors in, oh gosh, everywhere. Susan, Jane, Samantha, Tina, Kirsten, Catherine. Oh God. And that's just people that haven't checked out. Just to check out. Shall I show you on the neckline one more time? Somebody just said, could you show it on the neckline? Of course I can, my lovely. It's your show. We'll do what you want. Will we, Lind?
Absolutely. Draw the line at a few things.
Well, yeah, keep it clean.
Yeah, keep it clean. But for somebody who's a jewellery maker or somebody who's a creative hobbyist sort of thing, this is going to be so exciting when you get it home, because it just offers you so much. And just sitting there thinking, what should I do? What should I do? But you can apply it 10 times over. You can dress them differently 10 times over.
They're that big. They're technically capuchon, aren't they? Look.
So exciting. And you know, if you sell, it's basically a guaranteed. Keep it simple.
Yeah. Do you know what, as well?
guarantees.
Do you know what I'm thinking, Linda? With the Zari thread we had earlier,
Yes.
just hanging those as a Christmas decoration.
Multi-crochet your Zari thread.
Yeah.
You know, those gorgeous colours. Multi-strand, say about 10 strands,
Yeah.
and just have one central.
Yeah.
Dropping off with that sort of or nice twisty curve of your crochet, and
Yeah.
it would just look so nice.
It would, wouldn't it? What a lovely idea. Well, you're loving these, aren't you, you little munchkins? We got the silver one coming up later. Yeah. You will. Oh, I tell you what a lovely morning we're having. What a lovely morning. Oh, is this the stars? Oh, this is so cute. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, now, are you like me? Have you got an angel or have you got a star on your Christmas tree? What have you got, Linda? On the top?
Tinkerbell.
You got Tinkerbell, have you? Oh, it's because you've got grandchildren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. It's because I
Because you like fairies. Okay, she's got a fairy. I've got a star. Lovely, lovely silver star on my Christmas tree, and I love it. You know, that the crowning glory goes on, and we think about the beautiful star. Now, if you want to create designs on your to sell, every time you put stars, hearts, flowers, you're kind of guaranteed that they're going to sell, aren't you? These are wonderful, aren't they? Silver, beautiful, 5-pointed stars and the gold stars. And you've just got, I mean, you could combine the two, have them as a lovely two-tone. They go great together. You can split them out and have the silver. You've got all that luster, all that sparkle, all that shine that you could possibly wish for in hematite. It is the most reflective gemstone on the planet. So if you want luster, if you want sparkle, they're just wonderful. Again, you think of, I mean, they make great earrings, they make great charms, they make great pendants, they make great stretchy bracelets. They're full of fun, they're beautifully made, they've got a lovely depth to them as well. And if you saw the kit that, and if you managed to get, have you got any of the kits left from this morning, by the way, Helena? We've got a few left. There aren't many. They went ever so popular because there were 6 cabochon abalones. I know. There were 2 threads. There was 2 strands of pearls, 3 strands if you include the Keshi pearls, and there was the lovely multicoloured hematite and the rainbow-coated hematite. So these would look brilliant, wouldn't they? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Oh. That's a very naughty. Yeah. Our baseline price on strands when we're live on camera should be $6.95. Yeah, happy Christmas to you there. The Christmas adverts are out already on the telly, aren't they, on the radio? Everything's all about lots of jingle jangle and sleigh bells, and I'm just putting those with those as well. They'd look beautiful with the Ethiopian opal. And look at that luster. Look, as I move my hand really slowly, look at this. Really, really slowly. Look, look, look. Now, if you saw the bracelet that Linda made earlier, I'm thinking pop those and recreate, if you saw the bracelet, that lovely pearl bracelet you made, Lind, with the hematites in the rainbow. Yeah. You could do that with the stars, couldn't you?
It's going to make great Christmas jewellery, isn't it? Because I do like specific Christmas.
Yes,
it's the
so
only time of year that I like to be specific, and I
Yeah.
like to throw a bit of sort of a Christmas.
I've got jewellery that I just bring
yeah.
out for Christmas. It's like your Christmas jumper, isn't it?
Yeah. But there's a necklace here coming into the next kit.
Yeah.
This one, if I just
Yeah, of course
if
you
you
can.
imagine
You
popping
come over,
those,
chicken.
if you imagine popping those stars all over a
Yeah.
multi-stranded drop like
Yeah.
that, you know, just cover that. You can make your own chain, whatever, but just literally cover loads and loads and loads of those stars dropping on a multi-strand like that. Would be really pretty, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It really, really would. That's a good call, Linda. What a great deal. Buy one strand at $6.95 of lovely star hematites, and you make it. And again, you know, buy one for $6.95, get one for £1 technically. Not technically, definitely. But the great thing is as well, if you are making gifts, and I think these are great for kids as well, because if they're trying to make, you know, gifts as well for their mom and for their nan and for their auntie and, you know, sister, whatever. The lovely thing about the stars is that they're ageless. I don't care whether you're in your teens,
Yeah, definitely.
your 20s, your 40s,
Yeah,
your 70s,
absolutely,
your 80s.
Yeah. I mean, if you drop a tassel, completely, you know, on rosary link them
Yeah.
and drop it as a very thick tassel,
Yeah.
just off of his chain
Yeah.
would be lovely.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, these are the tassels off the diamond strand. Look, this is off the diamond strand. So, like Linda just said, you have a lovely pair of earrings with the silver hearts, and you pop in a silver tassel or a gold tassel on the gold. Wouldn't that look brilliant?
It's lovely, isn't
Really
it?
lovely. I love it when we incorporate the tickle tassels into the
Yeah.
designs. I think they look brilliant. Yeah, or you could have that as and I tell you what does look lovely as well, when you create designs and you want a droplet, you know where you put like a little bit of a chain at the back and it drops down the back of the neckline, you pop one of those on the bottom and that would look beautiful, wouldn't it? A shooting star. Oh yeah, create shooting star designs.
A shooting star brooch would be
Yeah.
nice, wouldn't it? Or,
Yeah.
or, you know, if you're making a bangle and then you leave the ends, you don't put a clasp or anything in, but make a bangle and then have them shooting in opposite direction.
Yeah.
The golds and the
Yeah.
silvers across your
Two-tone.
wrist.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, everybody loves these. Just a quick mention, my lovelies. The usual big long list of you with in your baskets. Rosemary, Lynn, Jane, Elizabeth, Suzanne. I look like I'm conducting. Look, Suzanne, Shirley, Sally, Frances, Helen, Julie and Cumbria. Good luck. How many did we start with, Helena? We had less than 100 and I've got less than half of that available now. Well done, though. I'm going to get those. I've got to start making... You know, I need to start bringing a pad into the studio to make a list of the things I want to get. Will you write it down? Oh, bless her. She doesn't want to write it down for you. Thank you. And number 15. Oh. Now. Oh, my goodness me, you lucky things. I'm going to leave that one here because I'm going to show you this pink first of all. I've got 2 double strands in this design, but I'm going to keep the one back to show it you. First of all, we're starting with the ultimate green gemstone of all, the king of green gemstones, the fabulous, we're talking evening elegance. And again, you know, you pop one of those gold hematites with the stars we've just bought you with some beautiful emerald. A massive 80... Oh, I'm just going to check actually because I've not got the emerald listed in this. 172 carats. Thank you, lovely Helena. Gosh, I'm talking Helena. Do you know yesterday I had Helena. I got Helen's coming in and buying. I couldn't get, I was all over the place. I was like, hang on, who have I got? Helen. I was all over the place. Helena, sorry, darling. 172 carats. It's a big, long, double strand of beauty. I love all the shades. How about a shock? I think that's the brightest strand of pearls I've seen to date. Fuchsia pink. Hot. I'll tell you what I'm going to just show you. I'll tell you what, if you just got those druses. Oh, hello, with the shocking pink fuchsia there. Gotta just show you that. So we've thrown in a cheeky pearl strand. Would you like a double strand of... Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I'm throwing into the mix tanzanite. Now, a beautiful fuchsia pink, hot pink pearl with tanzanite, because of course you've got those beautiful burgundy pinks within your tanzanite, so that would be a lovely complementary strand. Double strand, 270 carats of rare tanzanite nuggets. What an absolute treat. An 83 centimetre strand. It's incredible, isn't it? Evening elegance. Well, we're not kidding, are we? And don't forget as well, coming up, as our incredible showstopper, we've only got that glowing, sparkling Colombian emerald as well. So 270 carats of the tanzanite, 172 carats of the emerald, and your lovely hot fuchsia pink pearls. So for 2 double strands, 2 of the big 5 precious, 2 of the big 6 precious gemstones, because you include, no, it's 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it is, isn't it? I'm right with 5. It's 6 with pearl. Yeah. That's it. So we're talking sapphire, ruby, emerald, sapphire, diamonds, and tanzanite. Yeah, 2 of the big 5. What was it should be? £19.85. Hang on a second. Do you know what we've just done there? £3.99 for an emerald strand, £3.99 for a tanzanite double strand, and £3.99 for pearls. Linda Brumwell, what do you think about that madness?
It's mad. But what strikes me when you first brought the emeralds in were the colour, the green.
Very saturated. Yeah, absolutely.
Unmistakably
100%.
emerald. And then we'll just leave the pearls for a minute. But then the tanzanite coming in, I can see all the right colours for tanzanite in there. I can see some clarity going on in there as well.
I mean, there ain't no wishy-washy about this, is there? This is full
and
on.
It's the size of the nuggets. They are considerable. They're not your teeny-weeny, tiny little shards.
They're very considerable, and actually,
then,
aren't they?
I mean, these are bundles, not necessarily to work together, but, you know, it's a great stacker. But I'm really into being adventurous and just trying. You know, we make jewellery. Try it. If you don't like it, you just have to take it apart and try again. But try it. You might like the tanzanite with those pearls work beautifully because
I really like that.
Well, tanzanite sometimes gives you a flash of pink, doesn't it? So
that's the whole point. Yeah, because it's actually trichroic. So you get blue, you get much more violet when you get it in an indoor incandescent sort of yellow candlelight. But then, as you say, you've got the burgundy pink. So the pink, that brightness of those pink pearls would really draw that pink out. What was the question, Helena? Sorry. Yes, so for somebody just saying, yeah, even though it doesn't say on the description, I guarantee you, yes, you get the 172 carats of emerald in that double strand. So yes, it does come with it, absolutely 100%. And yes, it does come with the tanzanite, 270 carats. I know there it says 270 carats, but it doesn't mention the pearls earlier. We've bundled them all together. You do get the tanzanite, you do get the emerald, and that's why people are asking, I think, because to be honest, $11.95 for a double strand of emerald is incredible, isn't it? So I can understand what you're saying. Do you get the tanzanite? Do you get the emerald? Do you get the pearls? You get all of it. All of it at I know it's a bit of a shock, the price, $3.99 a strand. I've got less than 60 available though. So Lorraine, Elizabeth, Bet in Somerset, Shirley in Yorkshire, all the collectors coming in. I mean, Kirsty's got them, Janice, Julie, Sue, Tracy, Alison, Jennifer, Elizabeth, Charlotte, Patricia, Ruth Pointy as well. Massive well done, $11.95, what a shocker. Brilliant bundle opportunity there for you. The most incredible saving there. Well done. And like Linda says, you don't have to use them all together, do you? It's just that fantastic bundle price. It's amazing. Amazing. What are we doing next, sorry? Are we doing Wall of Fame? Oh, fantastic. Right, then it's now for your time to actually get your designs, have their moment in the star. You know, that star, this is your time to shine. This is your 5 minutes of fame, isn't it, coming up for your next Wall of Fame? Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to Wall of Fame. This is where we get to. It's very exciting. We love this bit, don't we?
Yeah, I do. I really do.
I do. I love it. This is where we get to see your beautiful jewellery. Now, we've just been talking about how to wrap a cabochon, haven't we? Well, this is a very elegant wire-wrapped cabochon, and it's from lovely Kath in Pembrokeshire. And Kath said, "Hi all, loving the show's designers and presenters. Changed my life, as I have complex health issues and I can't go out." Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Kath, but I'm very glad that we're keeping you entertained, and that's wonderful. That's made our day, that has. This is using my serpentine. Oh, nice. And silver wires, all from JM. Finally able to capture cab from watching the designers, who are all so friendly and approachable. Good luck all, and me, she says, as it's my birthday soon and would love a win. Oh, Kath, well, happy birthday for when it's your birthday soon. You're in the draw, so that's the great news. And you've created a beautiful piece of jewellery there.
It is,
wow.
it's stunning.
Yeah, 233 is your number in the draw, my lovely.
This is absolutely amazing. I saw this on Facebook the other day and I couldn't take my eyes off of it. I was trying to sort of work out how it had been constructed. And it's from Debbie in Coventry, not far away up the road. And Debbie says, I was asked by a friend to create a character from polymer clay that's part of her page logo for her business, as she has a little girl that is a big fan of the character and she wanted to surprise her with it as a Christmas present. Here's the design on the left and my Polly McClay version on the right. It took me just over 2 hours. I'm very proud and my friend is over the moon. I don't want to part with it now, don't blame you. I hope you like it, and that's best wishes to all, and that's love from Deb in Coventry. Deb, I think it's just amazing.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that is so personal. I think that's just wonderful. You're going to love it.
It's beautiful.
I think it's
fantastic.
Just so cuddly.
Yeah,
Well
really
done.
cute. Now then, let me show you this. This is number 234, and it's from Ron and Sue in Wet Cornwall. I love it. Morning all. Saw a chainmail with rubber rings on yesterday's Wall of Fame, and I hope the person does not mind, but I just had to try it, so here it is. Made with 6mm black and white rubber rings, with rings made from 1mm copper, copper colour, a lovely JM quality, thank you. Wire made on a 4.5mm diameter mandrel using professional coiling gizmo and a handsaw cut. Approximately 300 wire rings with 60 black and 120 white rubber rings. Many thanks to the first entrant for the idea. Good luck to all. Best wishes, Ron and Sue from Wet Cornwall. From the Wet Warwickshire, congratulations, 234.
Wet. This is absolutely beautiful design.
Beautiful.
Necklace and earrings. Gorgeous. Number 232, and it's from Alison in gorgeous Carnoustie in Scotland. Hello again to everybody. This week's entry is another rosary link necklace using black stripe agate, grey agate, black onyx and some scrolls and gizmo coiled copper coloured wire with matching earrings. Again, great value for money, as I made another suite including a bracelet that was very gem heavy, only using 2 strands, as I still have most of the onyx left. 2 different suites for less than £18, including the findings. Keep up the inspiration and the bargains, you lovely people. And that's best wishes, excuse me, and good luck to all in the draw. And that's Alison in Carnoustie.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Very
wonderful,
beautiful.
Alison. Beautiful.
Very beautiful. And this has just got subtlety all over it, and it just is beautiful. Number 235. And this is from Sue Thursfield in Sheffield. So hello, lovely. Good morning, Sue. Hi, all. Here is my entry for the Wall of Fame. It's a fraud, really, because it's a failed JM wirework pendant that I screwed up in frustration, curls, and well, there you go. Being from Yorkshire, I looked at the mangled remains and I saw what I am calling a creative piece. So I attached various leftover small gemstones and a chain from my JM stash. Well, doesn't it work beautifully? That's lovely. Really unusual comment from a friend made me smile. Though it won't be to everyone's taste, and I wouldn't recommend the method, it's yet another reminder that not to abandon anything. So I thought I would send it in. Thanks for the inspirational programmes which give confidence and encouragement. Oh, that's a lovely thing to say. Hoping for a win, but good luck to all. Sue Thursfield from Sheffield. Well, it just goes to show. I mean, when we think about it, you know, a beautiful pearl is from an unwanted grain of sand, and look at how beautiful that is. So you've created a beautiful design from what you classed as a mangled failure, so to speak, and it's brilliant.
It's what they call happy accident. But
Yeah.
It's a joyful accident because I absolutely agree with you. When you think, oh, blah blah blah, walk away.
Yeah.
Come back, have a new look, and then if you want to do that, and then have another look, think, whoa, that's what I was looking for.
I think that's brilliant. I really do. So good for you, my lovely. Congratulations to you all. Well done for actually getting your entries into the Wall of Fame, and the draw's next Wednesday. So massive well done to you all. And thank you for sending them in. Keep them coming in. We love to hear from them. We absolutely adore to see your creations. So thank you. Right, coming up after the break, we have got brand new diamond-like sparkling zircon. Hot off the press, brand spanking new faceted drops of sparkling zircon for you as our star buy coming up after the break. Please join us if you can, and we've got a wonderful designer inspiration with the fantastic Linda Brumwell, so I'll see you in a second.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company. Sarah Elvin brings you her DVD, Friendship Bracelets. This fantastic DVD is filled with excellent techniques to create the perfect friendship bracelet. This includes the chevron style bracelet, the knitted style bracelet, and the crisscross bracelet. Friendships are forever, and so are bracelets. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from JewelleryMaker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the JewelleryMaker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on JewelleryMaker. Simply search JewelleryMaker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at JewelleryMaker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on JewelleryMaker. Did you know that the JewelleryMaker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
Good morning, my lovelies. Welcome back to JewelleryMaker. Or if you've just joined us, good morning, hello. Because it's not welcome back then, because you would just come. You'd be like, I wasn't here in the first place. What are you talking about? It's Happy Friday. I've got a friend that every single Friday we text each other and just go, Happy Friday, because it's just a Friday. We do like a Friday, don't we? I'm going to the theatre this evening. I am going to see my friend's play that she's directing.
Lovely.
Yes, going to the theatre.
Civilised.
Yes. I might even have my theatre drink, which is a gin and tonic.
You're going to have your long black gloves on, obviously.
Oh, yes, obviously. Yes, of course. I'll have my long black satin gloves going up there. Well, yes. Right then, we got some cheeky new zircon. So, and I tell you what as well, they're the lovely sort of caramelly tone zircons. They're beautiful. We do have, I tell you what, the most exceptional brown zircon here. Now, zircon, I always go on about zircon being, for me, I think it is the ultimate gemstone. I don't think any other gemstone can actually touch zircon when it comes to, well, it certainly can't when it comes to history. Because, you know, you think about planet Earth being created, it was literally planet Earth, then I think it was Sun, Moon, Zircon. Kind of in that order. And zircon, so therefore, is the great-grandfather of gemstones. No other gemstone. I mean, a diamond, we love diamonds, don't we? That's about 1 billion years old. And then you think, wow, that's cool, isn't it? 1 billion years, brilliant. This can times that by 4.6 billion years. And the great thing is, if you want the diamond look, but you haven't got the budget for diamonds, or you don't just necessarily want to put diamonds. I know when I go on holiday, I take a lot of my zircon jewelry. I don't take my diamonds because I don't want to lose them. That's what I do anyway. But you get the sparkle because of the double refraction. Diamonds don't have a double refraction. So basically, light goes into a zircon. It splits into 2 separate beams. It, like a pinball machine, sort of ricochets around the gem and then bursts out of the gemstone with way more speed than it entered. And that's what creates the fire. So that diamond-like fire, that adamantine luster. You get more fire, you get more history than a diamond, more rarity than a diamond, and you get fantastic sparkle. But the good news is, they don't cost anywhere near the price of diamonds. That's the good thing. So you get all the beauty of the diamond, the fire, the sparkle, the scintillation, way more rarity, double refraction, loads of things a diamond can't offer you. But then, and they come in all different colours as well, zircon. You think the blue zircon, you think the white zircon. We've got these delicious, I mean, it makes you think almost imperial, doesn't it? You've got these fabulous Yeah, I tell you what, we had Imperial Topaz the other day. We had Imperial Zircon the other day. And if you manage to get either of these strands, just look at those hues. They're like the perfect honeyed tone, aren't they? Oh, goodness gracious. Now look at their beautiful facet work. Really, really devastatingly beautiful. Now, you've not seen this strand before. Nope. Hot off the press. 50 carat strand, no less. What we've done as well is, if I take you to the top of the strand there, look, we've started the strands about 4 by 3 mil, and then we increase up sort of about another 1 or 2 millimeters into those beautiful droplets, and you get all that lovely sparkle. Every single one of those has got a really pretty facet work as well. Now, we only had 55 to start with. Okay, only, and I'll just show you these pearls that we've got coming up. Because I'm thinking you pop either of those with those zircons and that would be lush, wouldn't it? Goodness. So you've got all that lovely luster, all that beautiful iridescence, and then you get the twinkle and sparkle of fabulous zircon. What do you think, Lind?
I think that's amazing, isn't it? That's
lush,
beautiful.
isn't it?
I've just had about 3 weeks ago, I had a commission for a winter wedding next year. And
Have you?
It's black, cream and gold.
Ooh.
Now that would be great for Mum of the Bride. I know what she's wearing. She's got some gold lace on the edge of a neckline on her little straight dress. That would be stunning, wouldn't it? Quite a big statement.
Yeah,
necklace
absolutely.
with those pearls.
So you do commissions for weddings then? So if ever I get asked, Linda, I could just come and chat to you, could I?
Yeah, you can chat. Yeah. And then we'll have a chat with you, James.
If anybody's daft enough. Hope you're watching, Mark. He might still be in... Look, might still be in bed, bless him. Look at those.
That's beautiful. It's almost as if it's got sort of golden glitter inside it from here. Beautiful.
But look at that. Very gently, look, as I move. Look at the sparkle.
Beautiful.
Isn't that divine? Well, Betty, Sheila and Martin, there's Maureen, there's Ulia, I love your name, Barbara, Cassandra, Maureen, Kalisha. What are gorgeous names, haven't we? Hey? And Joanne and Catherine just need to check out my lovely 50 carats of scintillating, sparkling zircon. I'm very intrigued to see. Really? Do you see what I mean? How much would we have to ask for 50 carats of diamonds? And we got under £20. Under £20. I bought a bottle of wine the other day for £20. In fact, it was £19.95, I'll be absolutely honest. It was a posh one. We were celebrating, and it was lovely. It was so...
Well, isn't it now? It's gone.
It's gone. It was gone in...
gone.
to be fair, it's gone in about an hour.
Yeah.
But, do you know, it was so good. It was one of those we had to decant, Linda.
Oh, right.
Do you know one of them where you've got to aerate it? It was that good a wine. But it was a bottle of wine, £19.95, and we just bought you the oldest gemstone of all time. Please don't ever get confused. The amount of chats I have to have with people in pubs and theatres and friends and families trying to... Because they go, is that cubic zirconia? No, it isn't.
But we know why they called it that, don't we?
The naughty synthetic man-made naughty devils that came up with cubic zirconia for that reason, because... So that it did confuse the issue. Absolutely not. Totally genuine. 4.5 billion years old. Scintillation, sparkle. And it's the zircon, the ultimate gem of all time. I can't count them all for you because it's too jam-packed, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Just there, look, in that, it's 20. Just in that little tiny section there, 20 zircons. And then that's the remainder of the length of strand. Maureen's had 2, Mary in Dorset's gone for 2, good for you. Joanne's had 2, there's Janice, there's Rupwan T. So many of you. I've got Patricia Collectors in Aberdeenshire, in Derbyshire, in Hampshire. Half the stock's gone already. I've got to be honest, I didn't expect it to go to £19.95.
No, neither did I. No, I thought JewelleryMaker price is going to pitch in at £29.95.
And that's at JewelleryMaker prices as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this to me it looks as if Sunstone has woken up one day and think I'm going to copy a zircon, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
That's sparkly.
Yeah. Miss Janet in East Sussex. Hello, good morning, lovely girl. Morning, girls. Girls, we'll have that, won't we, Linda?
Yeah, come and visit. Yeah, come and visit.
Happily go for... Isn't it funny, like, I'm not being funny, as you get a bit older, right? You go through that phase where we love... I mean, gone are the days where we get asked. I mean, mind you, I did buy a bottle of whiskey for my fellow the other day, and she went, are you over 18? It's all right. I'm on a minute. What are you laughing your head off at? But she did. She said, are you over 18? And I went, I wish. But it did make my day. I did go out the store like that, yeah. Oh, I tell you, I was quite impressed with myself. But I've lost my train of... Oh, yeah.
Well, the last time I did that, they said to me, are you sure you can carry it, love?
Cheeky munchkins, aren't they? But you know what the thing is? Boys, as they get older and they get like men, they don't like being called a boy, do they?
No.
But we quite love being called a girl, don't we?
Absolutely, bring it on.
But she said you can't beat a bit of zircon on your day off. Oh, have you got a day off, Miss Janet in Essex? Good for you. East Sussex, sorry, I moved you then. Sparkle-tastic. How'd you move to Essex then? Sorry, Janet. Miss Janet, I like that as well. Oh, now my producer's just made a suggestion. Get off, she said. She didn't run a check. I wouldn't have thought of that. Yeah, Colombian emerald and zircon. Oh, that is, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
This is why it's nice to play around with gemstones, put them together. There isn't a gemstone that won't go with the gemstone. It all depends whether it pleases your particular
Exactly.
eye.
Totally agree with you.
Oh, now, okay, now I'm speechless. That don't
Now
go
we are talking, aren't we?
Look at the gold coming off the opal
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I still am going to stay. We are all in love with this strand in the studio. We've never seen this one before. And we've all said, I've stuck my neck out on the line and I've said the best Ethiopian opal strand I've yet seen on JewelleryMaker. We cannot wait to bring you that. We're all literally chomping at the bit. Yeah, well done. 19. I think this will be a sellout. Do you want one last cheeky look before we go? Because it's only $19.95. Sparkle-tastic. Lovely. Miss Janet's got the day off. Good for her. Oh, enjoy your day off, Miss Janet in East Sussex. Okay, now, I did show you a little bit earlier on, didn't I? I did show you a wonderful, again, brand new. I'll tell you what. It's like Christmas has come early this morning, isn't it, Linda?
It certainly is. Bring it on.
Brand new strand of sapphire. Okay, oh gosh, now I'm done. I mean, absolutely fab. You've got all the shades that you could wish for in this strand. And again, look at that sparkle. This, if you look at that. I'm almost in slow motion, aren't I, with my hand movement there. I'm going really gently for you. And look how it sort of, it just ripples through the strand, that sparkle, doesn't it? Pure dazzlement, quite simply. Now, what we've done here, which I think, you imagine, right, you've got a pile of sapphires, and there are all these different blues, going into the whites, all into the blues, and you imagine trying to colour match and then mirror the strand. I mean, that is real talent, isn't it?
It is talent, yeah. It's certainly a lot of patience.
Right then, stop the show for a second if you wouldn't mind. Now, for those of you that know your sapphires, 95% of the world's sapphires are heat treated, aren't they? And that's a treatment. Just a little bit of heat is applied to bring out the colour of sapphire. But you know what? Do you know what? It makes this strand collectible, my friends. It's natural. Let me show you this on my neckline. This is 100% natural. That is a rare treat. Rare treat, that is. Natural sapphire. I know. September's birthstone, 9 on the most hardness scale. It can only be beaten in hardness by diamond. It's one of the most influential gemstones. It's coupled with royalty through the centuries. You know, you think of, I mean, Queen Elizabeth II's got a massive vault of sapphire under Buckingham Palace.
Have you been?
I've not been.
Have you not?
She keeps inviting me, but I'm too busy.
Oh,
I am. I've just got too much. I'm painting my kitchen. I've got too much. Sorry,
you should make
Liz.
time, Zena.
You know.
Enough will be enough. She won't do it.
Yeah.
again.
Well, you know, she understands. She's ever so understands. She's got a lot going on. You know.
True.
Totally natural. 30 carats of salt, and they're natural. I've got to just say that again. Totally natural. She does tend to watch the morning show, apparently. So, yes. Look at that. Look at that for pure and... it's poetry in motion, isn't it?
It is. The opal's just a chameleon, isn't it? Something else I read about untreated gemstones, right?
What did you read, Lynn?
I read, this is the truth, I wish I could send you all the link, but I read that if a gemstone is absolutely, totally untreated, just faceted and polished, it will certainly, most definitely go with every skin tone. Because it hasn't had anything, because Mother Nature's created it, and we've left it like that, it will work for everybody.
Oh, well, I did. That's a fascinating... Do you know, every day is a school day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every day is a school day. Every day. That's a great thing. Oh, and imagine popping in the Colombian emerald. Yeah, look, I can't believe we've managed to find you I've got to put it on my neckline again. When you've got natural, I tell you what, even as a presenter, when we see natural sapphire, it's such a treat, it's such a rarity, it's just instantly wearable. You want to work with it straight away, don't you? Look at the depth of all those blues as well. I mean, the dark blues there, you couldn't get a more saturated sapphire, could you? And that's completely natural. This is an absolute treat. I mean, it's so popular that I think sapphire is the wedding anniversary gemstone for 3 different wedding years. 3 different wedding years. I'm pretty sure that's the case. 3, in fact, I know it's the case. 3 different wedding years it is. Sarah's got it, Christine, Carol and Maureen. Susan's had 2, Betty, Joanne, Karen. Let's do a premiere price, shall we? Okay, now, we should, if we were to do as I'm told, go to £24.95. Bearing in mind it's natural, but we've been pulling out all the stops for you this morning. It's Friday morning. Let's give you a 20% saving. 20% saving. And they're natural. I know. Natural sapphires. That is just balmy-tastic, isn't it? It really is. I've got 2 fabulous strands of pearls coming up in my next kit that Linda's about to work with. 2 beautiful shapes of sapphires coming up. They'd go beautifully, wouldn't they? With pearls. And then look at these as well coming up in Linda's kit. Oh, yes. That's a bit lush, isn't it? Think of bridal as well. I mean, you just talked about being commissioned for wedding pieces. I mean, sapphire's perfect, isn't it? When you get the classic blue, Linda, because it's something blue as well, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. I mean, I've done that before, actually. I've popped a sapphire into... the bride had a long sleeve dress and I've just popped it into the cuff.
Oh,
so I went over when
idea.
the lady was making it, I just popped one in. And actually, I popped one in on either side and then made the earrings after the wedding.
Oh, wow.
That was about 10 years ago, that was.
Oh, gosh. What a lovely idea that is. What a lovely idea. Beautiful necklace, isn't it? Beautiful strand. Marie, well done. She's had 2 as well. They are gorgeous. And if you did manage to get the sterling silver curb chain earlier as well for an incredible £8.9. What did we go to? £9.95, didn't we? Yeah. No, we managed to go into 10. I couldn't believe it. But we've got any of those left, by the way, Helena? Yeah, should we pop those on the bottom because we had the beautiful curb chain. I'll just show it you again, actually. Well, it's not just a chain, it's a ready-made necklace. It's a fully finished necklace, 16 to 18 inch with the curb chain. You've got the spring release clasp at the back. You've got the hallmark 925 sterling silver, and the 16 increases with a 2-inch extender to 18 inches. And we've just got a few left, £9.95. That would be wonderful. We've popped it on the bottom of the screen for you. Now, earlier on, well done everybody on that, natural. 95% of the sapphires in the world are heat treated. That's natural. Now, a little bit earlier on, you absolutely flew in on the party purple drusies, and I did mention to you that we got a brand new strand of the silver druzy, and you've been messaging in saying, when are you doing it, Z? Well, we'll do it for you now. That's what we'll do. We'll do it for you right now. Okay. These are brilliant. They really are brilliant. Look at these. Oh, do you know, that's the great thing as well with silver, because it's such a neutral, natural tone. It, like Linda just said as well, it will go with everything in your wardrobe, won't it? It really, really will. And there's beautiful, I mean, gosh almighty, aren't they fabulous? I've got to show you these up here. Just quick count, 2, 4, 6, 8, got 10 on here. Had 10 on the purple one as well, didn't we? Look. Do you know, you'd only need one. If it were me, I'd pop that on a lovely long ribbon or a lovely long 30-inch chain. I'd go right down and I'd have it as a sort of down on the neckline there, on the chest line rather. So rather than it's a bit busy my top, so sorry about that, but rather than on my décolletage, yeah, even with a busy top, look at that, that glitter really stands out, doesn't it? Shimmer-tastic, isn't it? They're wonderful. Oh, we had those silver. Oh yeah, I'm just thinking about with those silver pearls. Look. Oh yeah. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, that'd look beautiful, wouldn't it? Because you've got all that lovely iridescence of the pearl of the pearls and all that lovely glitter and sparkle. Are you meeting somebody after the show or something, Linda? Linda's just reapplying the lippy.
Well, occasionally I have to look at myself on screen, so...
Look at you there. Sorry, you were trying to do that lovely and surreptitiously, weren't you?
Yeah,
you know me, I can't keep a secret, can I, Linda?
I do it. I know I shouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's a good Friday word, wasn't it? Surreptitiously. Do you like that? Bit of a posh word, wasn't it? Pretty colour lipstick, by the way, though, Lind. Like it. Oh, she just blew me a kiss. Everybody, did you see that then? She wanton woman. Blew me a kiss. She's married. Blew me a kiss. Shocking. Right then, lovely glittering sparkle. Linda, like Linda says, we all love a bit of bling, don't we? I mean, glitter, we do, don't we? Just love glitter. There's just something so bright, so sparkly, so, you know, if you've got a dull day outside, it's a bit wet and windy today, leaves are falling everywhere. I pulled into the building yesterday, you know, it was that windy, all of a sudden I had this clank on the top of my car.
Yes.
And I think a great big twig fell off and it proper whacked off the top of my car. I think it was a branch actually, it went poof like that, really hard.
I know.
But, you know, if you've got a bit of a drab day, you've got to pop one of these on. If you're feeling a bit low, you're feeling a bit poorly, or, you know, we all get the colds at this time of year, unless you've had your flu jab. And it just cheers you up, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as well, winter weddings. I mean, if a bride wants something a little bit more gregarious, there's another good
word, yeah.
Then that's a go-to, isn't it? But certainly the sort of bridal party.
Yeah.
But with a strand like that, you only need one.
You only need
so
one.
basically, the bride could have one, a couple of bridesmaids, both mums could have, to, you know, the continuity.
Yeah.
And perhaps jewellery make them up slightly different for each one. But winter wedding shrieks to me for that.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, any occasion. I mean, you know, with your long black gloves going to the opera.
She's off again.
Which I do most
She's
weeks.
off again. Please tell me you do actually wear long black gloves going out. I'd love to picture you doing that. Please tell me you do. Just fib.
Yeah, I do.
There you go. Do you know what? They were very flattering though. If you look at the outfits in Downton, you know, when the girls used to wear those very high, and the sort of what do you call it? The line goes right into the bust.
Empire line.
The Empire, is that what it's called? The Empire line. But they were very flattering, weren't they?
Absolutely. Yes. Especially as you get older, one covers up one's. Yeah. Yes, nice.
You'll never get old, Linda.
No,
decided.
no.
220 carats. Sparkling, glittering, gorgeous druses, and boom, we're going to do it again. Each one of those big, gorgeous, glittering, fabulous, twinkling fab.
Wow.
Whoa, is less than £1 each. Wow. And if you got the purple earlier, I don't know if you've got any of those left actually, because you love those, didn't you?
Look at that.
Look at those. I mean, wow. Do you know, I would put it, it'd be nice to see those together because the silver really accentuates all the colours of the purple, doesn't it?
Absolutely does. Well, that's the thing about druzy. You put it next to anything else, and it'll just soak the colour of the other thing. But again, with stacker necklace, perhaps using the silver chains again, purple one in the middle, and two of the smaller druzes in a graduated drop. Wow.
Look at that with the blue and the silver with the sapphire. Isn't that lovely?
It is. It is. But that's a really good way to show subtlety with bling, but it works.
Oh, then look at this.
Oh no, that's icing on cake. Icing on cake, isn't it?
Oh, hello. Ding dong, isn't it? That's a ding dong. That's a look at me, isn't it? That's a I definitely want to get myself noticed, isn't it? That's not a subtle look. Yeah,
but it's a sophisticated look, though.
Yeah,
very.
But high impact.
Very high impact.
High octane jewellery.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, Collector in 5, there's Maura. Hello, Deb and Val. Deb and her mum Val, hello, gorgeous. Samantha in Norfolk. Stella in Berkshire. There's lots of the. Oh my goodness me. You're all going for 2, aren't you? Oh yeah, good for you. I would as well. I'd go for 2 of them.
I love the, what I like about that being the grey, it's sort of called grey druzy, but for me it's silver. But you've got the opaque issue at the side. So
let me show you that.
The sparkle is like nothing else because it's a natural druzy. It's not like you've put some glue and glitter on, is it?
No.
You know, it's so natural, but having that opaque at the side of it is just giving it that stage.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Now, speaking of wonderful, we've got your kit, haven't we, Linda? I've got your wonderful, wonderful kit. Okay, then, so we're going to show you this fabulous kit. Oh, I tell you what, you've picked some fabulous gemstones there. You really, really have. Should we start with the gemstones? I've got an itchy, keep getting an itchy nose. It means you're getting a surprise. Oh, apparently. I did have an itchy nose yesterday. Yeah, I could be getting a cold.
That would be a surprise.
Okay, I'll show you these first. I've already shown these briefly to you, actually. So, if I start with this, because you've got actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Well, you've got 5 strands of gemstones plus the chain. And what we've got here for you, which is a real treat, our lovely Linda's put this together for you. We've got, black, those are actually spinels. I know you might be thinking, are they agates, are they onyx? No, they're black spinel. Wow, what a find, Linda, brilliant. And they're the perfect 5mm rounds. What a treat. How often do we get to see 5mm rounds of faceted black spinel? I don't know very often,
I can't remember the last time we did, to be honest.
I don't think I've ever seen 5mm black spinel, you know.
No, and it's such a great size.
Oh, it's perfect, isn't it? Then you've got 2 strands of the Queen Victoria pearl, the black pearl, the pirate pearl. Then we've got, we'll throw in a couple of cheeky white pearls for you as well, 2 different sides. I like the 2 different shapes as well that you've incorporated.
Yeah, it just gives texture.
Yeah, doesn't it just? Yeah, all about texture. And then we've got, as you can see, 6x5mm, sorry, in the smaller one, 6x5mm white cultured potato pearls. And then we've got the big 9x7mm. And if you were watching the Pearl Education Hour yesterday, as I said to you, second you go over 7mm, your price of your pearls starts to increase dramatically. Okay, and then in addition to all of those, we go, I love these. We were just talking about this, weren't we? And the designs that Linda's created with these chains are just beautiful. These are your delicious, this is your rose gold plated solid 925 sterling silver chain. And again, 8 carats of beautiful black spinels. I mean, you incorporate those with that and you've just got something dreamy. We've also got some wonderful wire for you, so got to add in the wire. Oh, and some cheeky jump rings. We got 10 metres of 0.8mm length, 0.8mm gauge wire in 10 metres in your copper coloured wire. And then we got an absolute multitude of, and they're very big jump rings, you know. I mean, the average jump ring is around about 5mm in size. These are a very healthy. I'd love to see chainmail with these. I really, in fact, Linda, you put some chainmail into your design, haven't you?
Yeah, just a little. That's another thing I'm just sort of playing with at the
Fleur's
moment.
been here actually this week. She had her mum on one of her courses. She's been doing introduction to
said
chainmail.
she
Yeah,
was, yes.
yeah. These are. Let me just double check the size for you, my lovelies. 7mm. 7mm, so they're big. And for those of you about to message in, are they open, Zine? Because you can't tell because of the quality. They are. They're open jump rings. And we're going to give you 100 approximately of these. So 100 open jump rings that are superhero because they're nice and big. 10 metres, the 0.8mm gauge copper coloured wire. The 2 strands of pearls and your strand of black spinel in the white pearl. 2 strands of your black pearls. I mean, that is rare. In fact, I think that's only the second time I've ever seen black pearls as worn by Queen Victoria. She was obsessed with black pearls. And the rose gold plated sterling silver black spinel chain as well. That's a lot of, that's a good, you do put some fantastic kits together, Linda Brumwell. Right then, your should be price for all of the above is £62.60, okay? When you see the array of jewellery that Linda has created, and she's created no less than 4 necklaces, 2 pairs of earrings and a beautiful pearl bracelet, and with the copper wire, it just looks divine with those black pearls, the white pearls, the black, everything goes to get it with the black spinel. Now, we've just had Scottalicious come into the... I think he's all excited because he's had his hair cut and he knows he looks good. Is that to do with the fact that I said that you were pulled through a hedge backwards the other day and your hair looked really duff, Scott? You went and had your hair cut, bless him. He looks beautiful this morning, he does. Third, oh my goodness me, that's over £20 saving. That's because the management, aka Scott's, just walked into the gallery and he just said we could go a bit more than we should do. £22.65 saving there, Linda.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, considering we've got black spinel and black pearls, that's an astonishing price.
Yeah, I mean, white pearls, black pearls. You imagine the black pearls with the black diamond strand we went to under 100 earlier.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, black pearl and black diamond design.
Wow.
And those big 5mm black spinel as well. Oh, Scott, can I just say on behalf of everybody, massive thank you. Oh, he just smiled and waved. He went like that. Oh, bless him. Thank you, Scott. Wow, what a deal. Can't wait to see the jewellery, the design inspiration that our lovely Linda's about to do. Let me bring me pad. I'm getting ever so good at remembering me pad, you know.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's only took me how many months? But I am starting to remember. Your jewellery. Oh, I've got to give her a squidge. Your jewellery in this DI is, just move those over, is just, I love the variety. I wouldn't think to put black pearls with copper. I'd have gone automatically silver, but it really makes the black pearls look really luxurious, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think you can put them with any of the metals, any of
course,
gold, rose gold or silver.
Antique bronze,
Absolutely.
anything you want.
You can do anything, but just for me, I just wanted to do the sort of copper rose gold look.
Oh, it's just wonderful. Pearl bracelets is beautiful. I love the black spinel earrings. Oh, I love the tassel effect there. That waterfall of black diamonds. It's wonderful.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Wonderful. And then the pearl bracelets. Oh my goodness gracious me, that's
I think, you know,
beautiful.
if you do have pearls, whether you buy them in a bundle, whether you buy them separately or whether you buy them in a kit, it's nice to make one item purely pearl.
Yeah,
just
I
pearl.
think so.
Even
as
if it's
well.
just using 3 and then some chain, but just the pearl.
I like the little flower behind on that necklace with the isn't that lovely with five petals of the pearls and then a black pearl in the middle for sort of like the star.
With that shape of pearl, you know, flower comes to my mind quite quickly.
And I like your chainmail, Linda.
A little bit of chainmail, a little bit of Mobius, I think it's called.
Yeah, and I like the chainmail earrings as well. They're pretty, aren't they? Gosh, doesn't that? I tell you what, because of the size of those open jump rings, that's a nice dramatic effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Really fab. Oh, I'll tell you what, beautiful jewellery, Linda. Absolutely. Love the multi-strand necklace as well.
Yeah, that one, if I have to have a favourite, I think that's the one.
Is it?
I decided to use all of the spinel chain on one go and then
That's this one here.
and then decided to put obviously spinel with spinel and then I thought, well, I've got the jump rings, let's just see. So it's just contemporised it just a little bit. But if you imagine, if anybody who bought the black diamonds, if you imagine just hitting one of those little black diamonds off of the jump ring as well.
Yeah.
Just one, that's all.
Yeah, you'd only need one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that a word? Contemporised?
Well, it is now.
I like that.
Didn't think you'd
I
know.
contemporised
You'd
it.
notice
I don't know
that
if it is, but I like it.
Well,
You can have that word, Linda.
Thank you. I'll put that in your jewellery making
It might be a
dictionary.
word, but I like it. I don't know if it is or it isn't. It's brilliant. Contemporised, I like it. Now, is it this beautiful necklace here you're going to teach us how to create?
There's a couple of little, sort of techniques or design techniques going on there that I thought perhaps, again, a bit of an asymmetry that is
You do like
I do
asymmetrical,
like
don't you?
Yeah, but I've sort of met it halfway there and I've given a focal point, but with an asymmetric neckline.
You've done a very subtle asymmetric.
Yeah.
Very subtle asymmetric. So, they're loving the kits, look. They're loving them. Kathleen, Janice, Grace, Keith, Rupanti, Collectors, Rosemary, Collector in Devon, Jan, Laura, Collector. Just to mention, that $39.95 should have been over £60.
Yeah, and that's £60 with black pearls.
Black spinel.
Black spinel,
White pearls.
white pearls, white pearls, black
Jump
pearls,
rings,
black pearls.
wire.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Right then, Linda.
Right, okay.
Let's go across to you, gorgeous
We'll start
girl.
with the pendant drop. That's the little spinel drops. For something like that, you need to use the odd numbers. You can see there that there's 4 that are going up, and then that central drop there. So obviously there's 5 spinels. So you take 5 head pins. Now I've used the ordinary size head pins that you would get in the little findings packs. Now this is spinel. So it's a very high-end gemstone. It's a high-end tassel strand. So consequently, you might find that one or two of them might not go onto that particular head pin, in which case switch to the featherweight ones, okay? But because it's a high-end gemstone, sometimes they're drilled slightly less big than they would be if it was, say, an agate, okay? So we start off with the centre of the drop, which is just literally popping on a spinel onto a head pin, one that has either a little ball end or a fancy end, whatever, just something with a stopper on. And then taking your flat nose pliers, I use our pliers, these are my go-to every day, out of our smallest kit of, what's the word? Toolkit.
Toolkit, my lovely girl.
Simply because, and this is what I point out on the beginners, jewellery making beginners workshop as well, is that I like the fact that we've got some sheen on these where the actual plier, see that point there, Zena? There, I think when you came along,
I did.
You didn't notice that. I use it as a measurement.
Yours was my first ever workshop, and it was brilliant, yeah.
Thank you. But I use that as my measurement. So what I do now is I just take my head pin and I pop it where that sheen, you can always put it, if you haven't got these particular pliers, you can always put a little marker, or when you get further along your jewellery making, you'll just get it by eye every time.
We've got one of the kits coming up, actually. We'll do that in a minute for you.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we'll do that in a minute.
Now what I do is I just pop in that head pin and then just run my finger along, and all I want to feel is just a tiny little bit of the end of that head pin, not a great sort of 1 or 2 mil, just a tiny little,
just the edge,
and then just push down. Okay, and then just make a simple loop. Now, a simple loop is taking your round nose pliers and going about 3 or 4 mil down the graduation on the plier. Is plenty of tension, using your index finger as a cushion. Pull back, sorry, let me start that again. Pull down and up until the elbow gets a little uncomfortable. Pop it back in where it fits, and then I ease it around rather than do it in one motion. And then 9 times out of 10, I'll get a nice perfect round there, which is what you really need. Otherwise, gravity, we can't get away from gravity, and it will just make it dangle at an angle if you don't get.
Oh, we don't want to dangle at an angle, do we?
Then we need 2 more, but we need those in graduating lengths. So what I've done is now I've threaded on the spinel onto another head pin, okay? And basically I've then because this started off being straight, and then I just took my flat nose pliers and then I just bent a small angle there, okay, and then I pushed it to an upright. Compromise the metal with the flat nose pliers just to get that sharp angle there first. So that now is sandwiched quite happily there. Again, going back to the flat nose pliers measurement, I popped them in to exactly the same measurement, push down, but because I'm graduating the drop, I'm now going to cut that one off. Hang on to it. Then exactly the same again, flat nose pliers, making the same measurement, dropping it down, and now I've got a shorter, but same design, head pin drop. Bring it back with a simple loop. Then the last one, exactly the same thing again, pop the spinel on, make that little angle with your flat nose pliers and then pull it into an upright. Now this time I'm going to pop it in, give it a little twist, trim off.
So now it's the length of the second one.
Yeah, exactly. Well done. I didn't mean that.
Thanks, Mum.
I didn't mean that sarcastically. Thanks for noticing. And then exactly the same.
Cut it off again.
Cut it off again.
See what you're doing.
Exactly the same, but now we're going to our loop. Do our little bend, take your round nose pliers about 3 or 4 mil down, and
cheeky loop.
Ease it back. So what I've got now are 3, but I've already prepared the others on the other side, so it's exactly the same, a mirror image.
Okay.
Take one of your beautiful jump rings, and when you're opening a jump ring, it's a good idea to have 2 sets of flat nose pliers, but I've got another set here. So I'll just pop, really use some tension on my left hand there, and then on my right hand I open. I open towards me, okay, and then I'm not messing around with how the wire is the component of the wire inside, so I can close that up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just going to, the first one that we did, the straight one, pop that on first.
Okay.
Then the next one onto the one side. Okay. And then the shorter one at the side of that. Then flip it around. Again, holding, your tools are an extension of your hand.
Absolutely.
And it's much easier to have this space between the hand and the grip, really, so that you can see what you're doing. So again, on the other side now, I'm just going to pop on in the hope that that's the wrong way around. What you have to do now is your mirror image. So you have to let it kick out that way. If it's not kicking out exactly as you want, take it off and just flick the 2 pairs of flat nose pliers, just flick around at the top, only marginally at the top of the coil that you did, to get the right elevation, as it were.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the last one goes in. I won't do it here and now because it'll just take a little bit more time that we probably don't have. But that's what you have to do. You have to flick it around and find the mirror image so that you've got that kicking out. You can play around with it, make that straighter, and spend a bit more time on it, and then close up. Actually, don't close up. Pop in another 2 jump rings.
Okay.
Okay, and then close up.
Then close
That's the point that you're going to attach to, and then just close it up and put that to one side.
Ah.
Do you want to come in with anything?
Well, shall I do the toolkit just in case people haven't got this? Because we get new people every day to JewelleryMaker. Of course, we're always learning. Oh gosh, talk about glitzy, beautiful toolkit here. We were talking about these with Helen yesterday. She loves these. She was actually hammering using that lovely tool there, actually. So what we've got as we've got the round nose pliers, as we've got crimping pliers, we've got flat nose pliers, the wonderful chain nose pliers. We've got a pair of wire cutters. We've got the tweezer, which is what I use in the studio all the time with the Munchkin shovel on the end, or as Linda said, the borrowers. We've got a bead rimmer with replacement tips. So brilliant. There's your replacement tips in the parcel there.
That's the one.
Sorry, am I choosing the wrong one?
This is
I'm
the
so
awl.
sorry, this is the awl. I do apologise.
That's the awl, but basically it doubles up.
Sorry, I do apologise.
Yeah, this is the reamer here that you unscrew
and pop those in. I do apologise. I was looking at the owl and I was reading the wrong thing. I'm so sorry. But they're a bit glitzy, aren't they?
Yeah. The awl, this one here is brilliant. It's more of a needle tool, and it's great for getting the dust out of cultured pearls,
absolutely.
Like that.
And yesterday, to cut through, we had some rings that Helen our guest designer, was flattening out, and then she got the hammer, popped that through, and it went straight through straight through the silver-plated wire, really brilliantly. And it's got a snip as well. And we've got the whole kit. Is it £9.95?
Wow.
Should be £15.95. That should be, Lind.
Yes, it should be, definitely.
Oh my goodness gracious! That's a goodness gracious me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of pliers. Cutters, you got the measure, you got the scoop, you got the awl, and you've got the bead reamer with the replacement. That's brilliant. What a lovely gift for Christmas as well.
I mean, that basically is everything that you need to start with. You can
You
can start to refine your tools then as you go on your jewellery making journey. But certainly, the smaller toolkit is my go-to every day. I have that one as well. But it's everything that you need to make jewellery.
I mean, that's your large one, obviously. Very, very, very good, well priced. I'm just going to bring you these as well before we go back to Linda. If you're working with your high-end gemstones, I mean, we are bringing you that fantastic Ethiopian opal strand. We've got Colombian emerald coming up. We've already bought your natural sapphire. We bought you tanzanite. We bought you pearls. We bought you black diamonds this morning. We have treated them this morning. So really, you want... we bought you some sterling silver shepherd hooks and sterling silver crimps earlier. But what we'll do here is we will bring you gold-plated sterling silver. There's 45 pieces in this. We've got the head pins. Okay, so as you can see there, we've got 15 with the ball on the head pin. We've got 3 of the jump rings, and the jump rings are, if I can find them in the list. Open jump rings, you get 3 of them, and they are, so they are definitely open. You've then got a beautiful twisted toggle clasp. It's absolutely gorgeous. Really, really pretty, twisted, it's really nice. We've also got then, if you prefer, we've got the classical lobster clasp. So if you prefer the lobster clasp, we've got that as well for you. Don't forget, all gold plated, all sterling silver. We've then got 2 pairs of the shepherd hooks as well. We've got crimps and crimp covers. So obviously we're throwing in, because you've got everything you need here to create a beautiful piece of jewellery. So we've got 10 of the crimps, 10 of the crimp covers, and you've got some of the chain. So
that
the chain,
is
I know,
lovely.
it is lush.
It's perfect chain for if you want to make charm bracelets, because it's a cable chain.
Yeah.
It's a lovely, strong attachment chain.
It is beautiful, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
So
very
beautiful.
nice, strong-looking.
Very
chain.
good. 45 pieces. I mean, everything you could need. 2 variations of chain. You've got the toggle clasp. You've got the lobster clasp. You've got the crimp covers. You've got the jump rings. You've got the head pins. You've got the chain. You've got everything you could wish for there to finish off your jewellery beautifully. 45 pieces, solid 925 sterling silver, gold plated as well. Let's get the price. Should be $15.95. I mean, that's already brilliant as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
But should we give you the lowest price ever? As it's a Friday morning and it's nearly the weekend. Shall we do it? Shall we? Let's, Lynn.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're going to take that. Instead of $15.95, we're going to go and give you the post and packaging back and then some. $11.95.
Brilliant.
Gold-plated sterling silver. I'll just show you. Somebody just said, can we see that lovely toggle clasp again? Of course you can. Of course you can. Wow. Isn't that beautiful?
I mean, there's a lot of design going on there, isn't there? You know, people have thought about it and they designed
Beautiful
it.
design.
And they use precious metals.
Yeah.
It's just lovely. You'll know you're using precious metal. The feel of it. It's so tactile and malleable. And
yeah.
You get several goes at it before.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people come and get in 2 of them, Linda. I don't blame them.
Yeah, well, absolutely, definitely. Sometimes if you're making jewellery and you're making it for a commission or something, you need it to be well finished, highly finished.
Of course you do.
The findings do that for you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Right then, so are we back to you, lovely Linda?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we are, gorgeous girl.
So now we need to, on the necklace, this necklace
You
here,
move this
is
out the
just
way.
attach the, not attach at this moment in time, but make that flower sort of centre to attach the drop to. And so just taking the 0.8 wire.
That's in the kit, isn't it?
That's in the kit already, yeah. And just, again, whenever you're using measurement lengths of something, it's always a good idea to go more is better every time. And just warm the wire up a little bit by just dragging it through the thumb and forefinger. It just creates a little bit of warmth going through the metal, and it makes it a little bit more malleable to mould, really.
Yep.
So what we need to achieve is, now if you've got something that you can use as a mandrel, you don't have to make this sort of teardrop 3-petal flower, you could make a complete circle. So you could use a large marker pen or something like that to work around. I've forgotten to bring the little mandrel that I use, which I think was a very fancy nail polish lid topper. And I've left it at home. So I'll just go for it by hand. So forgive me if it's not quite as finished as it should be. But first of all, we'll do the central petal. So that's the larger one. So if you go a good almost halfway down the wire, this excess here is what we're using to work on. So just mould it around so you then have an excess on one side and an excess on the other side, okay? Hold it into place at the crossover, and it might be a good idea to sort of pop your flat nose pliers there just to pinch it in so that you've got a proper working hand. And then just bring that wire around. Again, this is quite an organic look.
Yeah.
You can perfect it if you want to. So now, where this petal is coming out, I'm working on the other side of it now. So I'm just going to, slightly shifted that. I'm just going to hang on to that there now. I think I'll hang on to that with my fingers. And then warm that a little, and then just bring it down a little bit lower from that previous petal, and again just let the wire, if you take the wire off of the reel and keep that natural curve to it, you've got more of a chance of getting something a little prettier, okay? So now I've gone round again, so I've manufactured that sort of little petal there, turned it around again, so now I've got some excess coming on this side to finish off. Okay, so again with your thumb just mould it so that it follows a natural curve. But as I say, if you have got something that you can use as a mandrel, great.
Yeah.
And then again, bring it back to that centre point and bring around. At this point, it may be a good idea, because you've got a little bit of bulk coming there, is just to come in between the two petals.
Ah.
Okay, and then move it in a bit.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll get that and just push that in a little bit and square it round. So now I've gone in between those two petals. So can you just...
Of course I
squizzle
can,
it
my
round so that
darling.
get
I
as
should do that
near-
for you.
As nearer... Right. So what I did then, I've got two lengths here now, which are coincidentally the same length. That's just a coincidence. But one of the lengths, if you just work it around going down the stem of the other length, it's just to give a little bit of
Bit of a flourish.
yeah, and it's going to firm it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But also it's going to give a little bit of sort of organic decoration
Yeah.
to it. So say you spend more time and make it a little bit neater than I can. Then you can then trim off behind. Now, if you've got the flush cut pliers, use those.
Yeah, they're
If
brilliant,
there
aren't
is
they?
a little bit of a stand up there, you can always get your flat nose pliers and pinch it in.
Yep.
Now we need a little bit of a flourish now. So again, using your finger to warm and to get sort of a natural bend, just bring around, it's a stylised flower, so we just literally bring it around, back on itself. So about just up from that natural curve, trim off again, and then using your round nose pliers, if that's probably a smidge bit long, take about 1 centimetre off of that.
Okay.
Taking your round nose pliers, go about halfway down the pliers so that you get not a tight coil, but more of a sort of a flourish of a coil, and give it sort of a working with the coil, okay, with the natural coil,
Yeah.
the natural curve. Go as far as you can, then take the pliers out and then bring it down, because this is a fixing point here. So we want those
nice.
two
You want
to
it to be
meet.
closed as
Yeah.
well.
And then
Could you use bail making pliers?
Yes,
Sorry,
bail
I wanted to
making
check. 'Cause some
pliers.
people find that easier,
Bail
don't
making
they?
pliers would be excellent, because any of those type of pliers, that's sort of a growing tool that you will grow to from the ordinary round nose pliers. But anything like that I see as a go-to for making a bail, but also a go-to mandrel. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, because
as
you
well?
can
It's a
put
former.
really lovely
Yeah,
loops. If
so-
people are struggling with loops, it's a nice way to do it,
Exactly,
isn't it?
it really, really is. And then I think really it's fairly obvious then where we're going. I mean, all we're doing then is attaching. I then attached one of the jump rings to that little coil that I've just made.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I popped into that first jump ring, very basic, 2-in-1 chainmail, I think it's called.
Yep.
Forgive me if I'm wrong. And close back up again. And then taking another single jump ring, open that. Always make sure that you open towards you.
Yep.
Let gravity take its course, basically, there. It's much easier than putting it onto the flat surface, than for me anyway. And then just hook in again and close up. And then literally all I did then was just threaded on one of the spinel. You can see there, I threaded on a spinel. I made 2 eye loops either side of the spinel, and then just linked the whole necklace all the way around the neckline. Exactly the same, using that middle petal as the link for the chainmail, and going up, growing it in exactly the same way. But because you've got that nice curve in the little flower, that provides you with that central drop, but you've still got that asymmetry going on just on the flower. So just work that along the neckline, and basically that's it. Now that little spinel that you see in the flower is just popped onto some 0.4 wire and wire wrapped on. And then you can see I've continued the wire wrap slightly below the 0.8 as well. Again, just as a decorative thing.
Wow, it's lovely. There's so much to look at there. The chainmail, the asymmetry, the black spinels, the flower. It's fascinating.
The thing about jewellery making is there are just a very, very few jewellery making techniques, but we grow them I've been doing jewellery making here now for over 5 years, and it's just growing those techniques through design. And you come up with something different most times.
Absolutely, it's just organic, isn't it? It's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Thank you, lovely girl. Thank you. I'm just thinking what would look nice in that as well. I've got some mint pearls.
Lovely. I love this colour.
Beautiful mint pearls. I've got some half drilled as well. So in this bundle kit for you. So if I just show you that colour, because it is divine, really, really pretty. And these are the mint, and these are actually side drilled. Oh no, that is a treat, isn't it? So side drilled pearls in those big 9x8 Baroque shape, 9x8 so anything over. So don't forget, roughly 1 millimetre a year for growth. So you're talking about 9 years for that pearl to grow. That's incredible. We've also added in white freshwater drilled half pearl studs in the rondelles. I can just show you these in the hand. I'll see if I can hold one for you as well, because they have been half drilled for you. So perfect stud earrings or little rings, wouldn't they?
Yeah, these are fabulous. I mean, these are the earrings that you do see in high-end jewellers.
Absolutely.
That you see, you know, on the high street.
Absolutely.
There's one in my local town, you probably know, on the corner of an arcade, that a shopping mall, I should say, and the pearl earrings that I were looking at yesterday, exactly the same as these, and they were $79.95
There you go. Exactly
the same pearl. Exactly the same size, exactly the same shape.
That's what you can. And there you go. I mean, just incredible. 5 pairs of those. You get 10 of those in total, assuming, as we said. And then we've also got the knotting tool. You lucky things. Brilliant for pearls. And if you want the perfect knot in exactly the right place, then and there are tutorials as well on the website for you. But that is just fantastic. So if you want to get the exact knot in exactly the right place with your pearls, you've got your knotting tool as well. So all you need to knot your pearls. That's it. All you need. And that's just showing you how you do it. So the mint pearls, 9x8 mil rather. Oh, there you go. Look, it's so clever, that tool. So clever. Pop that in. Look.
It is really, it's decorative, but it's a mechanical thing as well. It just, as we all know, you know, if you break the pearls, you're only going to lose one pearl maximum.
Exactly. And it's not just for the pearls, but there you go. That's what we're trying to show you there. Look, just try and do that by hand. It's so difficult to get. It's so difficult. You get a bit of a gap otherwise, don't you, Lynn?
It can be really unsightly if you don't use a pearl knotting tool, because even if a 1 millimetre gap, the pearl shifts. Yeah. And that's where my eye would go to.
Of course it does.
You know, the uniformity of pearl knot is just exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah. And look how it's absolutely on that gem,
that's right.
locked
that's
in.
What it should look like.
Yeah, locked in. So you get the pearl knotting kit. It's called a pearl knotting kit, but it is obviously. In fact, let me just show you this as well. Oh yeah, here it is. Sorry, right in front of me here. I've got a beautiful mint pearl bracelet made by our lovely Anne. Okay, and really pretty pearl. Look at that in the mint green, the little gold charm.
That's because they're centre drilled like that.
Yeah,
it does do it. You know, they think about this, otherwise they drill every pearl exactly the same.
Of course they would,
and it just gives a different look.
And you think totally organic, the only gemstone made by a living organism. There is nothing that man can do to get involved with a pearl other than give it a drill. That's it. Purely the work of Mother Nature, and all from an unwanted grain of sand. Isn't that incredible?
That's amazing, isn't it?
Incredible luxury. So you've got the knotting tool, you've got the 5 pairs of the half-drilled white freshwater cultured pearls and the side-drilled mint pearls for $21.85. But you know what that downward drop arrow means, don't it? It means we're going again, doesn't it, Lynn?
It certainly does. Let's see where we're going. Oh, wow!
Ah, you're kidding me!
That was unexpected.
No way!
Wow!
Hang on a second, with all due respect, just for those £10.95.
Those more?
That
than $10.95.
I wouldn't have taken the half-drilled 5 pairs to $10.95 with all due respect. You got those as well. You got all those pearls in there as well, and the knotting kit and the knotting tool. Sorry, we both overreacted a bit then, didn't we? Sorry, we weren't ready for that,
doing some research and looking at how much that tool is, to be truthful. I mean, I know there are variants, but I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't $10.95.
I was going to say, honestly, genuinely, as far as I'm concerned, for that size of mint pearls on their own, $10.95 is a great price. For the for the knotting tool, I think $10.95 is brilliant, and for the half drilled, $10.95 for 5 pairs.
Absolutely. But I mean, the knotting tool itself, it's not just a generic tool, it's a specific tool.
Yeah.
So if you have to make something specific, then it has to be made for purpose rather than something generic that'll work in a lot of ways.
Yeah. That is such a good deal. Well, funnily enough, look at that list of names that's just raced in for that.
Absolutely. Wow.
Right, just quickly, this is the list of people with it in their baskets. Caroline, Carolyn, Diana, Yaneth, Orsra, Collection Greater London, Jill in Sussex, Carol and Malcolm, Miriam, Collector in Cheshire, Collection West Yorkshire, Durrell, Lorna, Patricia and Mandy. You need to check out my darlings, because look at the last... Right, these are the last few people that are coming. They're on the telephones. When I read that list of names out, that doesn't include the people on the telephone. And the last, literally, 8 people. Now, Sissy in Oklahoma just said the tool, the pearl knotting tool, is $15 in the US on its own. So that's about £10 on its own. That's what we just said, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that is an astonishing deal. It really is.
Have you worked those teeth in yet?
Yeah, well, just about. They're a bit wooden.
So Sissy's just said, in America, that would be £10, $15 on its own. Just for the knotting tool. So there you go. Avril, Patricia, Susan, Alison, you've got to be quick checking out $10.95. I think that will sell out on that, definitely. Well done. Thank you for that lovely demonstration.
That's a great pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. How are you getting on with your challenge with the Labradorite? You having a good time?
I'm loving it, look at it winkling away there, tinkling away. I'm loving it.
Oh, we'll have a look at that later. I can see it, it's gorgeous. Now, after the break, Linda and I literally cannot wait. We are bringing you, not only are we bringing you Colombian Emerald, but we're bringing you, as far as I'm concerned, the very best Ethiopian opal, quality-wise, I have ever managed to bring you on Jewellery Maker to date. It is spectacular. So if you would love, and I know there's a lot of you lined up to get this, so you do need to check out as quickly as possible. I am limited, brand new, never seen before, Star by magnificent Ethiopian opal after the break.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one postage and packaging fee?
Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Did you know that the JewelleryMaker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
That there going round in front of you is, as I've just said to all the lovely ladies that have just come in on the customer experience into the studio, they're all stood there. All the ladies that are on the workshop experience today, not workshop, the customer experience today, they're all stood over there in the corner. They're refusing to leave the studio until we show them the Ethiopian opal in the flesh and tell them the price. They've just said, we're not leaving. We're just not leaving. Give us a wave, girls. Woohoo! Wendy, she's almost, you know, you'll be a presenter one of these days, Wendy. So welcome, ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, they're refusing to leave the studio till they've seen the price of the Ethiopian opal. I don't blame them. As I said, I'm popping it on a black background for you, in case you're wondering. It's so that you can just guffaw over that incredible play of colour. Now, it's never been on JewelleryMaker before. It's a brand spanking new Friday treat-tastic Ethiopian opal, and I did just say to we've all just said, haven't we, Linda, it's the best strand of Ethiopian opal that I have ever seen. Look, now, if you, I mean, it's like, you know, when I've just dropped, hang on a sec, you know when you go to Blackpool and they turn the lights on, or wherever they turn the lights on, you know, and you go to the illuminations and you see all those twinkling bulbs everywhere. Isn't that what that strand looks like?
Yeah, it's just perfect.
It's textbook Ethiopian
it is
opal.
Textbook, yeah.
Now Ethiopia, it's a really difficult mine. You know, when you see the picture of the mine in the Weigel-Tina province of Ethiopia, it looks like the Grand Canyon. I mean, it's huge, and the mine sort of overhangs like that. It's very perilous. You right, Lind? Yeah. Shh. Yeah. I'm showing the best strand of Ethiopian opal. You're having a juggling field day over there. Did you see that, everyone? They're upstaging me. Shocking. It's shocking. Is that what you do?
I'm trembling how much it's going to be because they're going to sell out, and I've just got to get one.
Oh my! Did you see the end of the strand then? Right. If you get red, or you get purple in an opal, you've got two of this. It's like getting blue in an amalite. It's like getting pink in labradorite. That's the mine I'm talking about. Now, if that don't look like the Grand Canyon, I don't know what does. And can you see the ridge towards the top there where it overhangs? There are only 150 miners that dare mine in the Weigel-Tina Wellow Opal province. There you go, look. Do you see what I mean? Look, imagine. Can you imagine trying to mine that? And see that vein there? That's the main crevice. That's now been depleted. There is no more Ethiopian opal. And I don't want to alarm you, but you know what these miners are telling us, because we deal direct, in less than 2 years, in 24 months, the suggestion is there will be no more Ethiopian opal. That's it.
Oh,
That's it.
I'm going to miss it then.
It's going to be a real loss, isn't it?
It is going to be
a real loss. So, with that in mind, when you get, and bearing in mind as well, studio lights, they do a grand job, but there is no alternative. I mean, you've got to get natural daylight for that. And 30-day money. Is that true, Ollie? Well, I say that in my ear again. My director's just said, give me... I've just looked... Right. Oh, no, give me the shorter one. He's gone all technical now. Give me the shorter one you just said. Daylight and studio light, it varies by 2,000 degrees difference.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
I thought it was hot in here. We wonder why we get hot, don't we? It's 2,000 degrees difference. Yeah. But yeah, basically what happens is now, I don't care what men tell you, right, when they're on the telly, do you know what they do? They put makeup on. They do. I don't care what they tell you, they do. Do you know why? And we do. When I come into the studio, I wear a darker foundation and a darker powder. We do, don't we, Linda?
We do.
The reason being, when you've got, if you look up here, and all the ladies that have just walked in will tell me, in fact, I've just looked at it, I can't see anything now. Above me, in each strip of lights, I've got 4 fluorescent tubes, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 overhead lights, just illuminated. What it does is, it drains you of all colour. You know when you go on stage as well, normally when we go into a dressing room, there's all spotlights and bulbs round the mirror, and it's so that you can see. You've got to go a lot darker, otherwise when you're on stage you look washed out, okay? So that's what happens to an opal. The studio lights, they wash, remember this, they're washing this opal out. Look at this again, and then imagine how this is going to look when you get it home with a 30-day money-back guarantee, don't forget. As I said, you've got the greens, you've got the yellow, and then neon. And you've got violets, and you've got reds and oranges there. That is one of the most incredible strands. In fact, no, I've stuck my neck on the line. I've said it's the best strand of Ethiopian opal I've ever seen on JewelleryMaker, and I stand by that, 100%. I do, it's brilliant.
It's the best I've seen.
Now,
I think that is gem set quality.
Oh, yes.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not bead quality, it's gem set quality.
It is. Now, when I went to India in May, we took some of our customers that buy Larique jewellery on our sister channel, so the best gemstones ever. And one of the ladies, she's got all sorts. She's got quad A tanzanite. She's got every kind of gemstone you can imagine. A really enviable collection. She'd never owned opal because even though she'd heard us on the screen saying, "Oh, it looks much better," in, you know, sometimes we think, yeah, well, you would say that, wouldn't you? That's why we give you 30-day money-back guarantee, because the second she saw, we poured a parcel of Ethiopian opal in front of her, she literally went, "I didn't get what you were saying." She went straight home and bought an Ethiopian opal Larique, Australian opal Larique. Straight home, instantly. She messaged within a month to say, "I've bought an Australian opal Larique." We had a text coming from Debbie. Blimey. Oh, we're allowed to say blimey. Oh, we are. Oh, that's all right then. I can start saying blimey then. Blimey. And that's without shading it from the lights. My producer just said that. Yeah, normally what we'd do is I'd put my hand over, or we'd sort of take the lights down slightly in the studio just to give you a hint of the colours. Don't even need to do that. Or she said gobsmacking. Oh, I'm allowed to say that as well. Well, I've said it. Now, I've got all these lovely, gorgeous, beautifully dressed ladies in the studio. Is that not the best opal you've ever seen? They're all nodding. They're all nodding. They're all nodding. Should we get the price in? Do you know, Ellie and Barry, we have not beaten the £100 on that quality. Oh. Wow. Do you know what? Today on the morning show, we have managed to bring you 4 carats of black diamonds under 100, and we've managed to bring you 30 carats of Ethiopian opal under 100 as well. You lucky things. Now, we started off with 62. Ellie and Barry have had 3. They have. They've had 3. Don't forget, this could be gone in 2 years. That's it, gone. Janice in Renfrewshire's had 2. Collector in Cheshire have had 2. That is stunning. Now, Denise, Claire, Karen, Diane, Lynn, Yana, Collector, Debbie, you need to check out those baskets. Jeanette's just had 1. Isn't it magical, Linda?
It is, that's the right word. It's totally magical. And I would definitely suggest that, just take that single strand as it gets delivered to you and get it valued.
Absolutely,
Get
I
your
totally
authenticity.
agree. Yeah.
Definitely get your authenticity.
100%. Now we started with 62, half the stock has gone already, okay? And as Linda just said, I would call the call centre. It's a free phone number, 0800 644 655, and ask them to add a laminated authenticity gift card to your order. I really, really genuinely would. And if you're going to sell your jewellery, work in that cost of 50p and order several of them. That's what I would do.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Because it somehow substantiates
It does.
what you're saying to the people that aren't quite sort of believing you or a bit sceptical.
Exactly.
But get it valued as it is.
I would
then
indeed.
make up whatever jewellery you're going to make from it and then get it revalued if you can.
I genuinely cannot get my breath that we've managed to take this to double figures. I genuinely don't. Collector in Merseyside, collector in Greater London, Lynn in Kent, Yaneth, Debbie, I've only got 9 left. I've only got 9 left. You've got the most incredible oranges. They're rare. You've got... Are you seeing blue? I'm seeing blue.
You know what I'm seeing as well? I'm seeing a tiny little fairy sitting inside one of them, switching on the lights, the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Because, you know, those translucent lights that are coming through, they're like the Northern Lights.
Exactly. Like the Northern Lights, you've got lava lamps going off in there. And it's all because of those tiny spherical balls, the beautiful opal. Wear them often, enjoy them. They're absolutely delicious. You just clean them in warm soapy water. That's all you need to do. They display this incredible opalescence. They're one of the rare amorphous gemstones. You've got these beautiful translucency. I've got 10 in baskets and I've got 1 left.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
What you said about wearing them, I've got a strand, it's not as good as that, nowhere near as good. I'm not going to get that one, am I? But do wear them often because they really enjoy it, doesn't it? An opal needs that, you know, the moisture that comes off of your skin. An opal it just goes centre stage.
Exactly.
Doesn't it, from that? It just gives it a new life, doesn't it?
Exactly.
So it does need to be worn regularly.
Now, I've got to be honest, Sheila and I, Sheila, it's because I saw Sheila on the screen. Sorry,
right.
Lynn.
We are one and the same. Yes.
We are actually a bit gutted, aren't we? Because we genuinely wanted that.
I
didn't we?
do genuinely want that, yes.
I mean, we know the value of Ethiopian opals. We do. We know the value, and I'm sure you do as well. Now, Scott, can I have another one?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
wow.
we need. Helena needs the code.
Oh.
Oh, stop. Do you know? Right. There's a big long list of you. I've got Lynn, I've got Debbie, I've got Yaneth, I've got Collectors in Greater London, Merseyside, West Yorkshire, Osra, Beverley. You've all missed out. So, look at this one as well.
Oh my word.
Oh my goodness. Where are we getting these Ethiopian opals from? Oh.
Now that
Oh.
it's exactly the same quality, but a slightly different
But
cut.
much bigger, aren't they?
Yeah, bigger, and it's because it's got that flat, not flat,
Yeah.
but that slight convex top. You see how it's picking up the shards? You know, the colours now coming out in shards rather than little glitters.
Do you know, I'm going to hold that static for a second.
Look at the
If
pink.
you get that level of play of colour, that level of play of colour in a static opal, and I'm talking, I mean, look at those. The majority of those are absolute, the entire surface is covered in play of colour. Can you see the one there with that big, big feather of red within it?
Yeah.
That's rare. You get a red. I can count on one hand how often I've seen red in an opal in all my time of presenting. Now, previously, all of the Ethiopian opal that we just previously had sold out. So if you don't want to miss out, I've only got 62 of these. That's it, I'm afraid. 62 only on these opals. Ethiopian opal, we've got greens, we've got reds, we've got oranges, we've got yellows, we've got the most electrifying neon greens, and we've got your beautiful blues, your violets. It's superb. 20 stunning carats in these droplets. They're graduated in size. They go from 3mm to 7mm. We're talking about the enchantment of an opal, how it's that mesmerising wonder of a rainbow in a gemstone. It's as simple as that. It's alive with eyes, with veins of eye-changing colour. It's an ethereal gemstone, and it breathes as the light touches it, doesn't it? And it magically evolves in front of your own eyes, doesn't it?
It's amazing.
It's just beautiful. Let's get that price in, Helena. The last one sold out in a heartbeat. I think this will be gone.
Oh.
Hang on a second. Yeah, do you see that? Linda's got a perplexed furrowed brow on.
Weird.
Yeah.
We're not arguing with it.
Yeah, we're not arguing. We're going to just enjoy it. Linda, if you want to run out the studio and go and get yourself one, you can.
No, I've actually texted Sheila.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I did text Sheila to say.
Oh, that's all right then.
Well, yeah, I said if you don't get the first one.
Get the
I mean,
second.
I actually didn't even know the second one was coming on, but
Yeah,
Scott
yeah.
gave me a bit of a wink if the other did. It would be fair to bring this one on. So
Okay.
So I'm hoping.
He wasn't going to give this to us, was he?
No,
Now he has.
no. I think that was.
Do you know why I think he did it? I think because he saw so many people miss out. We don't like people missing out, do we?
Well, not when you're a hobbyist, you know.
Yeah.
You are addicted, and
course we
it's
are.
that. But it's very rare that we're going to get opals of this beauty. But I mean, that's the word I want to use. I want to use beauty because it just covers all bases.
Exactly. Now, Eleanor, she just said, I've never been an opal lover. The strands today, however, have converted me. Yeah. Wow. Eleanor, I've got to say, my darling, truly, two of the best strands, certainly two of the best strands of opal I've ever seen. Oh, yeah, that's a nice way to put it, Michelle. She just said they are fairy lights. Meets an... Oh, I like it. Sorry, they are fairy lights meets an electrical storm meets the northern lights all in one. What a great description.
Well, it's particularly the northern lights being such a natural phenomena. It's not man-made in any type of distinction at all, and that's what's the same with this Ethiopian opal. And it's actually a new find, really, but for gemstones, isn't it?
Yeah,
it was only
to be fair.
recently found.
Yeah. It's that kaleidoscope of colours, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's absolutely natural. That's the beauty. Totally and utterly natural.
I mean, I've said this before, but in a burglary about 20 years ago, I lost an opal ring that my auntie gave me. It was her 25th wedding anniversary present, and I'd always craved it, even from a little girl. And she gave it me when I was 21. And unfortunately, it went in a burglary, and I have truly never got over that. And I can honestly, hand on heart, say it was an oval Ethiopian opal with little tiny diamond chips around it, and that is the colour of that gem set stone. I promise you. And it's taken me a long time to actually find another opal that gave me that sparkle, that phenomena.
Yeah.
That it gives you.
Isn't that
and
beautiful?
They do. And as I say, you know, even in here, we don't get the full glory of that opal.
No, that's what I mean.
But what we're getting gives me such incredible... I need to get it outside and
that's
just
the
be
thing.
blown
That's
away
exactly what Linda and I said when we saw the first strand. We both said, we know it looks good in the studio, but the first thing you're going to want to do with these, and if you actually would like to see them both together, for those of you... I've just had a message come in somebody saying, can we see them both together? Of course you can. The other one has sold out, the one above. The one below is at $79.95. But just in case you wanted to see them both together, because it's lovely to see the variation of shapes. You've got those two different textures of the opals. 2/3 of the stock have already gone at $79.95. The top row, as I said, I'll just take those away because I don't want to confuse the issue, but I did have somebody say, could you just show me them together, Zena? Yeah, of course we could. These are just phenomenal. Now, we saw what happened with the last strand. I'm going to let people down again. I'm so sorry. Collector in Buckinghamshire, Caroline, Norma, guest designer Alison Tara, you've got to be quick, sweet pea, if you want that price, darling. I've only got 15 left. Isabel, Janet, Carolyn Dumfries and Galloway, Orsra, Janetta, Bet as well. I'm going to single figures now, and I've got so many of you with it in your baskets. They're two of the most spectacular strands of the beautiful, mesmerising, enchanting, magical, stunning opals I've ever seen. They really, really are. They're just amazing, aren't they? So they're this month's birthstone, the opal. So for October, we thought we'd end the month. We've only got today and tomorrow with a spectacular deal. I'm really concerned, Alison Terry. You've got to be quick, darling. The reds. You know, if you think the reds and the oranges and the purples are the three rarest colours of opal ever, and it is just saturated, isn't it?
I mean, that's a very generous strand because you've got several of the same size in the centre, so you haven't got just one that's bigger.
No.
So if you just pop one of those onto the single, the cable chain, just one, and then take the smaller ones at the end, one on either earring drop, on the sterling silver earring drops, you have got jewellery that you would see in a very high-end window on Bond Street,
100%,
on its own, like an oval window, you know what I mean?
Where they handle it with white gloves.
And no price.
Exactly, because you've got to ask the price, you can't afford it.
Exactly.
It's that simple. Is that the lovely Fiona Potter with Oliver the Oven? Fiona Potter, good morning. She said, oh, you pair of temptresses. I got them for Alison, and I, woohoo!
Good girl.
Oh, there you go, Alison. Fiona Potter's grabbed them. I love Fiona. I've worked with Fiona, didn't she? Have you ever had a hug off Fiona Potter?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, she is. She could win the Guinness World Records for the hug.
Yeah.
We should. Well, I think we're gonna put her in for it. Oh, well done, Fiona, lovely. Now, Liz in Midlothian, Bet, Alison. Oh, don't worry, Alison, because Fiona's got them. Osra, Collector, Janet, Isabel, Norma, Caroline, Collectors. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people have just come in on the telephone. When I read those names out, that doesn't include the telephone people. It doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, 12 in baskets, and I've only got 7 chances remaining. I'm so sorry. But when you've got opal, Ethiopian opal of this pedigree, I mean, absolutely stunning. Can you imagine creating a cluster piece of opals of this calibre, Linda?
Yeah, you know that necklace in the second kit with the little flower? Or
Oh
was
yeah,
it the first kit?
with the second kit with the
Can you imagine?
with the pearls.
That with the flower.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. But for me, this is, if you're selling your jewellery, this is a massive money-making opportunity here. Use them as earrings and just single drops from chain.
Look at the smaller ones, Linda.
I mean, they're not diffusing, are they? They're all of exactly the same quality.
The point to realise, let me just show you those little tiny ones there. The point to realise about opal, if you hold it static and there is an absolute array of play of colour without moving it, then you know you've got a quality opal. It's as simple as that. Shall I give you a really quick count? Just really quickly, because it's jam-packed. Just to give you an idea of the value for money: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56 opals there. I mean, your profit margin opportunity is extraordinary.
Can you imagine a winter bride with some shoes? I'm not talking shoes now. One opal just popped onto the
lovely
front
idea
of the
that
shoe
is.
on a little silver chain coming
That's
across.
a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Well, I'm going to move on. Do you know why? Because I've got a list of people with it in their baskets like that. I mean, look at it just flat there. Look at that. Not even holding it up for, and you can still see copious and copious amounts of play of colour.
Doesn't need makeup, does it, that strand?
Does it? Packed with colour. I'm just a bit worried. I mean, Jennifer, I've got collectors, Debbie, Liz, Bet, Alison, Collector, Janet, Isabel, Norma, Caroline. I've got 3 left. Sorry. How exciting, though. Right, hang on a second, right. On the morning show, we bought you natural sapphire, didn't we? We did. We bought you emerald, we bought you tanzanite, we bought you pearls, we bought you natural sapphires, by the way, iolite. We've just bought you 2 of the best strands of Ethiopian opal we have ever seen. We bought you black diamonds under 100 as well. Now, to really sort of top it all off, you know, the icing on the cake, wouldn't it be wonderful if we had some emerald from Colombia? Wouldn't it? This is my amazing showstopper star buy, and I'll tell you what we'll do. I won't make you wait any longer for it. I'll do this amazing showstopper star buy for you right now. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm not even going to put the star buy sting in. Not making you wait. Now I'll put it against the black background again. I'm thinking these with the opals. Oh my goodness gracious me. Let me show you the green against the black background there. Now, location for gemstones is everything. You know, you think of a cashmere sapphire. You think of I'm going to mention that word in a minute, Ollie, because that is the most incredible thing about this strand. Sorry, just said something to me in my ear. I'll tell you in a moment, everyone. But, you know, you think of Sri Lankan sapphires, you think of Ceylon sapphires. It's all about location. The Burmese ruby, you know, this is all about location. Now, Colombia, you think of all the emeralds, you think of Santa Teresina, Itabira, the Botley emerald, you think of Siberian emeralds, you think of Zambian emeralds. This is a brand new strand, but for many, the world over, the Colombian is the ultimate. Now, something to mention about emeralds, right? If you don't know about your emeralds, emeralds are known, appreciated and adored for their inclusions. It's one of the gemstones, one of the few gemstones where inclusions are appreciated. They're not a negative, but usually we would say to you, if you want the emerald with the least amount of inclusions possible, you go for Zambian emerald. It's generally the rule. Again, I have never seen, ever, in my lifetime, Colombian emerald with a clarity such as this. Never. Look at this. I haven't got the words to do. I haven't got the words to do this justice. I don't believe there's a superlative in the dictionary today to give this. I mean, it's bright, it's vibrant, it illuminates, doesn't it? That's going to glow in the dark, isn't it? Look at that. You can really, really see the beauty and the clarity and the facet work for Colombian emerald. And as I said, truly, I have never, ever seen clarity to this degree. Now, for those of you looking at this thinking, Zine, please, I can't take any more. Colombia emerald clarity to just, I mean, cool, blimey, I tell you. As Debbie said earlier on the strand of the Ethiopian opal, absolutely gobsmacking. But you're going to say to me, aren't you, please tell me it's natural as well, Zine. It is. It is. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. 10 carats of gorgeous Colombian emerald. I tell you what, shall I put it with the opals? Shall I? Shall I put it with the opals? I'll put it with the last strand of opals I've just brought to you, actually, just to give you an idea. In fact, I'll try and bring it with both, shall I? See if I can hold all three together. Oh, look at this! It does bring out all the greens, doesn't it, of the opals as well?
It's 3 little opals and a teardrop for an earring.
Yeah.
3 tiny little opals. Sorry, 3 little of the emeralds and then the teardrop.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Imagine these with the black diamonds as well.
Absolutely stunning. I mean, don't forget, you're getting fantastic clarity there, but once you take that temporary strand off of it, you're going to get full clarity.
Even more full clarity, absolutely. Absolutely. Gosh, totally natural. Totally and utterly natural. You can see why Queen Cleopatra was a massive fan of emerald, can't you?
Definitely.
I bet she never saw Colombian emerald.
No, I
bet she didn't. 6.5 to 7 on the most hardness scale again. So again, I mean, my goodness me, with the gemstones we brought you today, the sapphire natural, the black diamonds, the array of pearls, you pop these with labradorite strand that we had earlier as well, and the zircons. Yeah, emerald and zircon. Shall we get the pricing for you? Shall we do it? 10, gosh. Again, like that Ethiopian opal strand that we've just got under 100 for you, which we really shouldn't. Black diamonds under £100 as well, and now we've gone to Colombian emerald. If we'd have snuck this in at $99.95, I'd have been impressed. But under 50, get this valued, please. Absolutely. Please get this valued.
Just about an inch of them channel set as well for a sort of a tennis bracelet look.
Yeah.
Would be stunning.
Absolutely. And some channel set pendants. Actually filmed a DVD with Jan Dwyer this week. We're launching it on Christmas Day morning together, and she'd made some lovely channel set pendants, and I'm thinking that would just look divine, and in a ring as well.
Yes.
Perfect. Do you see what I said to you about it glowing? I said it's a real glow in the dark neon strand of Colombian emerald. For any of you that managed to check this out, you give yourselves the biggest pat on the back, because look at it against the skin tone, just comes alive, doesn't it? Now, because our head buying office is in Jaipur, and Jaipur is known as the Emerald City, you need to know what you're doing when you come to buying emeralds. You know why? Because the emerald can be, you can mine it in a mine, right? And it could be $1 a carat. You can mine the same colour, the same clarity, the same size in the same mine, not 3 feet away, and it could be valued at £70,000 a carat. So please don't ever look at emeralds. Don't ever look at, say I brought you another strand of emerald next and it was another 10 carat Colombian emerald. Don't think, well, she just did that at £50. That one's £100. Why? The difference, it's all about the value of an emerald. It's like an emerald. Another thing to mention as well, they're totally unique. They're absolutely extravagant, just divine. But emeralds are like pieces of art. You know, it's all about what people are willing to pay. I cannot believe we've given an under 50 price point on that. You think of think there was a documentary on a very high-end jeweller last year, wasn't there?
Yeah,
and
Boodles,
they had that.
Wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah,
it was
Boodles. Other designers are available.
Yeah.
And it was an emerald piece, if you recall. Didn't it go for $2 million?
$1 million.
$1 million.
Just the necklace.
That was it. $1 million. $1 million. Now we had a look at we had a look at on the internet before we came on, and we could not find any Colombian emerald set into gold or silver under less than 3 figures. Nowhere. And most people set Colombian emerald into a minimum of white gold, and a lot of the time in platinum. That's how high a grade this is, and it's stunning. This is got to be, I'm going to say, the most incredible value for money strand ever. That's what I'm going to say. Under 50. Jill in the Scottish Highlands, now you know your Colombian emerald clearly, because you've just gone. I mean, you've just gone for 4 of them. I do not blame you. If I were at home now, this for me as an investment of my time, I'd get this. Just had a lovely text come in from Yaneth. Oh, hello, Yaneth. I've been seeing your name come up all morning. Yaneth just said, as a Colombian, oh, are you Colombian? Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness me. So you know your stuff. I grew up seeing lots of emeralds, and I have to say, the clarity is amazing. I so agree with you, Yaneth. And the price, crazy. Back home, you would pay that for 1 Colombian emerald. Well, there you go. Now, this is Yaneth, who is Colombian. Now, Yaneth has grown up in Colombia and has seen emeralds. She's just agreed with me that the clarity is nigh on amazing. And she just said back home, you'd see 1 Colombian emerald for that price. Just another... in fact, I'll tell you what I will do. Shall I just try and give you a little... I can't count the whole strand. It would be nigh on impossible. But 2, 4, 6, 8... OK, I've got 10 there. Just show you those. 10 emeralds just in that tiny section. And it's an 18 set. Look at the clarity. Look at that. And look at the rest of the strand. That's the rest of the strand. And there were 10 I just showed you. Claire in Bristol, massive, well done. Shall I show you on the neckline for you? Just to mention, Jill in the West Midlands, Claire in Bristol, Collector in Bristol, Collector in Greater Manchester, and Esther in Bedfordshire. How many have we got left? If you check out now, you will be allocated one. Now look at that against my décolletage. What do you think, Linda?
I just think it's stunning. Absolutely stunning.
It is, isn't it?
It really is. It's breathtaking.
It glows, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's an eloquent gemstone, that is, because it's screeching, I am a Colombian.
It is, isn't it?
I am special.
It is.
And I can talk to them, so I know he's saying that.
Oh, I tell you. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, Swami, Janice, Jill, Collector, Cheryl, Yvonne, Kay, Angela, Rosemary, Denise, Maureen, Joanna, Collected in Somerset, you've all managed to get yourself one. A massive congratulations. And stunning. 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 I'm going to put that right next to me, because that and the opals there, I just want to keep looking at them.
Yeah, I know. I can just see them twinkling at me. They're winking away there.
Incredible. Right then, now I tell you what, we've properly spoiled this morning, haven't we? We've just been brought these into the studio as well. No, it's just, we can't get enough, can we? Look at this. Have we ever seen, again, I've never seen, this is a first for me. Is it you as well, Linda?
Yeah.
Peacock, freshwater cultured pearls in a coin.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you remember, you know in the first kit this morning, Linda, where we had those big cabochon abalones?
Oh, yes.
With those?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Oh!
Yeah. With a black pearl, you get the oil on water look as well. You get some of the colours bouncing off of it. A bit peacocky. Oh, no, they are peacock. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Got to make a ring.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Can you imagine doing them with the purple drusies from earlier as well, look? Hey? Oh, yes. Yes. Gosh, they are breathtaking, aren't they? Shall let me put them on your neckline? On my neckline? I was going to say your neckline. That'd be interesting. I've got driving all around the country and across to America and Spain and wherever else you are. These are big. Look, 17 by 18 mil. They are massive, aren't they? Look.
You know, you were talking about. In fact, a lot of people have sort of messaged and things about making poppies.
Yeah.
That would make a fantastic centre.
It would, wouldn't it? Yeah,
that's a big poppy.
Wouldn't it, though?
Yeah. And if you wanted to do a few charity ones or something like that for the British Legion, do little sort of private collections.
And it is like when a drop of oil drops water and then just...
Yeah, and again, that make a nice tassel top, sitting just like that, and then having a drop. The black pearls.
Yeah, because we had those in the kit earlier, in the black pearl and the white pearls as well, didn't we? Yeah. Wow, we've never seen these before. I've just popped it over my hand. I'd like to make a stretchy bracelet with those.
Yeah, again, it's stretchy. The stacker bracelets again, working different magic on. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's nice as well, isn't it? With the blues, really, really lovely. We've never seen them. Now, how long have you been making jewellery, Linda?
About 9-10 years now. 10 years, I think.
And you've never seen these?
No, that's the first.
There you go.
It's the first for me.
Every day we get to see new gemstones. I'm the same as Linda. I've never seen peacock freshwater cultured pearls in those coins. No. They're fantastic. I'll just show you a couple of those, look. And they go all the way around, obviously. So totally reversible.
You see the little anomalies that are in there that screech the fact I'm a natural pearl.
Exactly. I love that. I do. Well, you're loving these, aren't you? My goodness gracious me. Now, on the website at the moment, you're checking these out at $12.95. Not stopping there, Linda.
Really?
I know.
Really? I thought we'd come straight in at it.
No.
Wow. Come on then.
Oh my goodness me. You ready? We're only going under 10.
Gosh.
Can I count them as well? Look, I've got them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 23. I've got there.
Gosh, that's less than 50p each. That's right, isn't it? Less than 50.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, I definitely worked them with the druses and the labradorites and...
They'd go with everything, wouldn't they?
The sapphires as well. Oh,
they go with the opals. They go with the sapphires that we've brought to you as well. They would go with the Colombian emeralds. Because they're so rich in those peacock colours. They go with everything, Linda.
Oh my goodness! This is a kit, a heavenly kit. That is, isn't it? That one. Oh, whoa. Beautiful.
So there we go. Look.
Oh, don't those emeralds look astonishingly beautiful with those? That's just what you need. One of them in between.
Absolutely. Yep. They just look superb, wouldn't they? And again, if you manage to get that beautiful labradorite strand we had earlier as well, that would go delicious. Again, pull out all your colours in there.
Yes.
Yeah, wonderful. That look beautiful. Iridescence. Can you see? Look, as I twist it, look. Can you see? Look, you've got the purples, you've got the greens, you've got some blues as well, a little bit of goldy tones as well. They're very subtle, aren't they?
Gorgeous. I think the zircons would work beautifully as well.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
The zircons would be lovely.
The cheeky zircon.
The tassel drop.
We got any of those zircons left, Helena?
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, we've not done those for a while. Those are just stunning. We'll pop them at the bottom for you of the screen. We'll just throw those in for you. They were 50 carats of fabulous zircon. Went under 20. I know. I don't know what we're doing, but there you go. Enjoy yourselves. Now, Neil in Essex has just had 4 of these peacock pearls. I mean, Neil, good for you, sweet pea. In fact, Anita's had 4. Linda's had 2. Pauline's had 2. Collection Heartfish has had 2. Jane's had 2. Rosie's had 2. The list goes on. Collection Sussex has had 2. Lovely Lizette's just come in. Lizette, you've got to be quick, my friend. Lizette, Collection Kent, Collection Gloucestershire, Tracy. This is everybody in their baskets. Carol, Jill, Barbara, Collectors in Bristol. Eleanor, good luck, my darling. Collection Surrey, Lynn, Carol, Isabel, Jill. And that's just with you in your baskets.
I mean, because I've never seen them here at JewelleryMaker or ever seen them outside of JewelleryMaker. I mean, it's just so sensible to get them. I mean, it's a great price. Get them, because it's probably going to be another 5 years till we find them again.
Exactly. Well, we've never seen them, have we, darling?
Never. I haven't.
In all the years of JewelleryMaker, we've never seen them.
Nope.
Never. So that's an absolute treat, isn't it? Oh, Lizette has just got 2. Well done, sweet pea. Well done. Well, we started off with about 300, and I think they've nearly sold out. Very, very nearly sold out. So if you do want them at £9.95, you've got to be quick. And if you did get the kit earlier with those 6 phenomenal abalone cabochons, then what a complimentary strand that would be, wouldn't it? Because they're big, 17 by 18 mil, so they wouldn't look out of place with those big cabochons, would they?
Match,
wouldn't they? Yeah, absolutely. Right then, you're all right with your challenge? Are you done?
I'm fine, yeah. I'm just excited what's coming up next. I'm just watching now.
Helena, did you want to do the DVD bundle, or we do? Shall we? Yeah. Now, as we've got our lovely guest designer Linda here, I think we'll all agree that for £4.95 each usually, don't think we're doing that today, for an hour-long tutorial and, you know, tuition from our talented guest designers, it's the most incredible value for money. They're great because you can stop and start them, you can pause them, you can really learn all your new mediums. I mean, as our lovely Linda did today, for the very first time, she netted a beautiful abalone cabochon with macrame in the purple, didn't you, lovely? So that will teach you how to micro macrame. Okay, so that's your first one, a whole hour long. I mean, there you go, there you go. Very similar colour to you had earlier, actually, Linda. Micro macrame there. We've also, these are great stocking fillers. Then we've got braided edition 1. Okay, so, and you know, I mean, just to give you an idea on the macrame one there, there's an introduction, there's how to set a cabochon, how to canvandoli knotting, changing colour, reducing cord and finishing off the necklace. This is your braiding edition 1. Look at that lovely sort of technical, almost a shambhala bracelet there. Again, we teach you how to fishtail braid, we teach you how to spiral half hitch round, half hitch braid, Charlotte's web. Oh yeah, wicked. Then we've got, as we've got Linda in the studio, we've had to bring in a bridal one, haven't we? I think this is Sheila's actually, isn't it? Yeah. So Sheila Davis has bought you a wonderful DVD on how to create phenomenal bridal headwear, and that's for beginners as well. And then we've also got how to work with beading thread. So there are 4 DVDs here. Now, if you think about it, that would usually be £4.95 each. So we should be expecting £19.80, shouldn't we, if I've just added that up correctly? £19.80. You ready? £19.80. And with all due respect, £4.95 per DVD is fantastic value for money, isn't it? Are you ready for I hope you're sitting down, by the way. I do hope you're sitting down.
Wow.
Are we allowed to do that? Eleanor's just said, I don't know.
She's done it.
Yeah, Vicky Carr's going, what are you doing? Look at that, £6.95. Oh my word.
It's a really great way of learning a technique or a medium, because you're seeing the pictures and you're hearing the words, so you haven't got to read the words and look at the pictures.
Yes.
So you can actually as a third party, you sort of concentrate better with listening and seeing.
Yeah.
You know, that's an ability I can do, whereas when I'm looking and reading, it's like a recipe, reading the words and trying to apply.
You've got to try and remember it, haven't you?
Yes,
that's the point. You've got to try and commit it to memory. Absolutely,
but
totally
once
agree.
it's spoken to you and you're pictorially seeing it as well, it works.
And that's great because you've got beading thread, you've got braid, you've got micro macrame and bridal headwear. It's a nice variety. And again, if you want to give it as gifts to people, who's going to know? Who's going to know what you paid for that? Incredible. Incredible. Now, just a couple of things to just mention to you again, because somebody just messaged in and said, could I possibly see the sapphire again? Yeah, of course you can. Brand new, just to recap. I know you would expect this to be heat treated, as 95% of sapphires are, but even with that level of saturation of colour, all that variation of shade, they're totally natural, and we still managed to go under £20 for you. Now, very collectible when you get only 5% of all the world's sapphires are not heat treated, so this is a collector's dream strand, and a very generous 30 carats of sapphire. Well done. Well done. And somebody just said, all those druses you just showed, Zine, could you show them again? I said, yeah, of course we can. So that was, oops, a daisy, come here you. Now, these have been incredibly popular, but I've only got a few left, and I've got the most incredible list of you with it in your basket. So I'm just a bit concerned. If you think you've got lots of time on this one, you actually haven't. There are 10 on the strand. You've got all these purples, you've got golds, look, you've got blues, you've got packed with glitter. And we've gone under £10 for you for the party dream druses. Okay, right then, we better come over to you, haven't we, Lind? Now, a bit earlier on, to our lovely Linda Brumwell, we gave her a lovely strand, brand new strand of fabulous labradorites. And you've been busy, haven't you, chicken?
Yep.
Yep, she said.
Yeah,
Yep.
not as busy as I would like to have been, but we've been having a laugh.
Oh, yeah, we have had a giggle this morning, haven't we?
It's been brilliant. Obviously, I've added to the labradorite to make pieces. I would have, had I had the luxury of just being able to use them on their own, that would have been a first for me.
Yeah.
Is I would have bought 2 strands and used one completely as it was, taken off the temporary strand, and then mixing with. And because of the original kit with the hematite in, I thought, well, that's a way to go, the hematite with the labradorite. And then I found those gorgeous pearls, shell pearls there, and I just think, well, yeah.
Oh, they're lovely, aren't they, those? Yeah, in that, like, tealy green colour, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. They are, as you said, that multicolour strand of hematite we had in the kit earlier.
It's beautiful,
isn't it? Yeah. And again, I do love the way you. I always get the word. What's the word when it
asymmetric?
Asymmetric. Yeah. That word is one of those words in my vocabulary. I can't. It doesn't. It never comes to mind.
Weird, isn't it?
Isn't it hard? We've all got one, haven't we?
Yeah.
But those are beautiful, and they do work just gorgeously with those pearls and with the hematites. Wow. Really beautiful, fantastic.
It's a stunning strand of labradorite.
It is. It's quite mysterious, isn't it? It's quite decadent, as in it's quite a
any gemstone with a phenomena is wonderful, but at this level, it's mind-blowingly.
It is, absolutely.
Beautiful.
And like we say, as soon as you've got a phenomena, whether it's adulorescence, whether it's labradorescence, whether it's aventurescence, whether it's cat's eye, chatoyancy, asterism, you need to see them in daylight. Natural, balanced daylight. They're beautiful. I think you've excelled yourself in the challenge, lovely Linda Brumwell. Thank you very much. When are you back with us, gorgeous girl?
Actually, Sunday morning.
Oh, are you? Oh, you're a busy bee this week then. We've worked you hard this week, haven't we?
That's great.
So, first day of November. You are launching November.
Yeah.
It's a big responsibility, Linda.
It's a big responsibility.
Big responsibility.
Yes.
Massive thank you to our lovely Linda. Beautiful kits, everybody's loved them, so thank you so much. I'll be back with you on Sunday on the mid show, so please stay with us. And in fact, I'll see you after the break.
Not only do the insects and the leaves trapped within